人の心の変化もリスクになる。
Tell kid.
常に制御下に置かねば。
He has a stun. So 50% stun. What's the best way to define these? What are the keys that these are on? Can anyone tell me? I'm just trying to think of a good way of defining these. Is it like just skill 1, skill 2, skill 3? What's the terminology that people are using? Skill 1, skill 2, skill 3? S1, S2, S3? Something like that? S1, S2, S3. Cool. Thank you guys. So S1 is a 50% stun. 50% stun. Chance increases to 100% if he has a barrier. 100. Shielded. A, B, C, D, E, F. His S2 is 2-turn attack down on all enemies. So this 2-turn attack down all. If he has a Shroud Barrier, 50% of the damage dealt will be added to Shroud Barrier. Increases, adds, damage added, 50% of damage. 50% damage added to Shroud. S3. 110% damage to all enemies. Shroud Barrier equal to 240% of his attack to all allies. Attack to all allies. Triangle, circle, X, square. Fly Shroud Barrier equal to 240%, so it's just a shield. This is a big shield. Big shield. Big shield. 3 hits, like the damage is whatever. I'm just trying to take away the things that are big on this. And his barrier, Shroud Barrier, immunity, wild holds. I just want some easy references here so that I can look down a list of characters at simple reference to see roughly what they do. Oh no doubt, but I'm just trying to find the special effects of these. I'm sure he probably hits quite hard as well, by the looks of things, which just makes him even better. I think this character is very, very good and probably won't get pulled very much because if people are chasing Tiamat or whatever. Like our choices of units are going to be very, very slim here unless we want Freya or we want Messiah. We're only getting one shot at this, right? Like we're only getting one character out of this. So most people's starts are going to be defined completely by, like, say they get like an SR or an SSR generator from a pack. They're going to get that random SSR. They're going to have what's she called? I want to say Erin. I don't think that's right though, is it? The DPS, the free DPS. You should not check target summon. You should check permanent summon. Permanent summon. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. That's fair. Applies to this game, but usually you pull the rate up and get spooked by RGB. I'm sure that will happen in this game as well, Dark Chaos. I'm sure that will happen to everyone in this game. Right, Beyontin. Beyontin has a revive, if I remember correctly, from what I saw. She has this weird revive thing, right? Underworld Flower. Each stack further reduces damage taken by 5%, so it's actually a stacking damage reduction as well. After taking action, for every 1 fallen ally consumes 1 stack of Underworld power to revive them, storing 40% max HP, increasing their 35% turn meter. Is this a Hoyo character? I didn't even know that. It's like a Hoyo character. I could see this being pretty crazy. Reviving units is very good. Like, reviving units are a very powerful effect. So, how does she get these underworld flowers? S1. Underworld flower. Revives when... Is it after acting? After taking action. So her S1. Turn meter. 25% turn meter. Oh, you can't even target it. It has to be the lowest. To lowest. As she's doing it while dealing damage, which is cool. This is the first skill that actually gives Underworld Flower. Crimson Ashes Burn. The withered flower blooms again. Beyontin makes one allied animuses. Yep, there it is. Animuses. Immediately start their next turn. Reduces their animus skill cooldown. That's their ultimate? Or is that all of their cooldowns? By 2 turns. Can be used on fallen allies to summon their spirits to immediately start the next turn and reduce their skills cooldown by 1 turn. There's no subs? I love subs. Beyontin has Underworld Flower. This is 1 stack. Revive them at 50% of HP. Right, so she can use this to revive even without the Underworld Flower. It's just a temporary revive. The allies' spirits will disappear after acting. Wow, that's super interesting. Anuses. Nice. You nailed it, Catwafer. Damn. Damn. Check out this guy. Oh, you mean what are the characters saying? And nobody cares, Curso. Like, this game doesn't matter in this game. You're not listening to the characters. You're trying to build up to the PvP, and then you're either wrecking people or you're getting wrecked by people. That's the whole game. You don't listen to the characters. They're crazy. The story itself does have subtitles, but apparently these don't. He's trying to goon. I can't get her to talk. Usually when you ping a character, all I can show you is the back of her hair. Sorry, I can't really assist you here. It's the best I can do for you. Go back to Freya. No, we'll get to Freya. Freya will have her time, okay? We're on Beyontin right now. Okay. If Beyontin has a stack, so this doesn't give her stacks. This just uses stacks of Underworld. This is this is extra turn. Because this is giving the characters an extra turn. So, temp, revive, perma if, flower. This must be what gives Underworld Flower. Yeah, this gives her 2 Underworld Flower, gives 2 flower. Gives attack up and crit damage up to all allies as well. Attack plus crit up. So very unique character. Pop out one hand again. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Obviously, Narcise is here to lower the tone. This is a respectful game for members of all genders. There's no gooning here, except over this guy. Look at the cocker on this dude. Oh, look at that. Anyway, never mind. Right, back to Veronica. So Veronica, I know, has buff steal. She has buff steal as a mechanic, which is probably very broken in some metas, right? I don't know where it is. Oh, she's got a revive? Wait, what? No, it's like a death save. Then has a 50% chance to spread all her buffs to all allies. Apply a 1-turn soul ward. This is a 50% chance of... Does this apply to this as well? Nice tits. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. Appreciate that. Soul Ward. Death save. Cheat death. So her S1 is 40% attack down. When she's attacked. Oh, wait, what's this? Horn break. When she's attacked, is this just a passive? So she passively recovers 35% turn. When attacked. So would prevent main character from going limp for once. I don't know. I'm not sure, Dark Chaos. I'll have to ask them. Besides sword has a rotating decoration that says purity, silence, abstinence. He's actually the polar opposite of a Guna. What an absolute non-Guna Zad. It's a passive. So she does this all the time. That's interesting. So she kind of has a bit of inbuilt resistance to getting CC'd and getting turn broken. Since every time she's hit, she'll recover her turn meter. Say the secret prayers as the delicate flower suddenly withers. Remove HP equal to 30%. Oh, she does max HP damage. Okay. Percent max HP damage. Oh, yeah, of her max HP. Applies a 2-turn shield equal to 24% of her max HP to all allies. And then this steals buffs, right? Deals 420% damage to a single enemy with an 80% chance to steal all buffs. Ooh, that's a bit rough. Like the idea that that might miss. It's a single target attack, and it could, and like the steal buff might miss, and then you don't really do any of this. I guess the Soul Ward is still good. It has a 50% chance. C3, 80% steal all buffs. 50% spread. Fuck me. The word spread has such bad connotations. Spread. Give. Give buffs. Give all buffs to allies. Probability calculated separately for each buff. Right, so every single buff, it isn't an all or nothing. Every single buff has a 50% chance to spread. Apply a 1-turn Soul Ward. Is this a separate clause? Does anyone have any idea with Veronica if this is a separate clause? Whether this is always going to apply or whether this is also a 50% chance to apply? Anyone have any ideas? I know Veronica is not particularly played, but apparently she is quite a good meta pick. It does say "and" indeed, which could mean either. Always. It is always, Akira? Can you say that for sure? No full stop. Always. Okay. 100% chance. Soul Ward. Apply a 1-turn Soul Ward. I guess that's on her as well. Again, this doesn't really specify, but I assume that's on her. 2-star. I've also misspelt Veronica. My excellent typing skills. It's always. Thank you, Akira. As percentage to each statistic individually, I feel it's safe to assume it's always. Yeah, I guess you must be right. Narcos, thank you guys. Next we have Chloros. I hear that Chloros is one of the better, like, actual straight up kind of damage dealers in red, in Reason. But his thing is Chain Lock. When Chloros attacks a target, his damage dealt is increased by 30%. When he is attacked by the target, his damage taken is decreased by an additional 30%. Interesting. 3-turn chain lock deals beneath the enemy to a single enemy to a single enemy. So he's a single target damage dealer. He's also probably quite tanky if he's like dealing damage to their damage dealers. So 30% damage up on consecutive. 30% damage down. Versus him, 1 mark. S1. Chloros swiftly swings his scythe, dealing 2 instances of 130% damage. 50% chance to reduce all Animus' skill cooldowns. Reduce all their skill cooldowns. What? Wait. The 50% chance to reduce all Animus' skill cooldowns. As in all of your teams? Anyone know how Chloros works? Reduce all of your skill cooldowns, or all of... Is it weirdly worded so it makes all of their cooldowns longer when you hit someone with this? All I know is this guy skips leg day. It doesn't look like he's got great arm day either. I quite like him. I quite like the design of him. It's like an undead dude. Cape's cool. My mind deleted him from the roster. Apparently he's quite good. He can be quite good. But I haven't really seen many people use him. I wonder how this works. With a 50% chance to reduce all Animus' skill cooldowns. That's so ambiguous. 50% reduce. We'll just put it down as it is. All Animus' skill cooldowns. Question mark. Maybe we can find out eventually. In 3 hits of 100% damage. Looks like he's not packing. Yeah, not much cocker here. Oh, we can look at the... I didn't even look at this. So, affinity advantage. I'm actually going to make note of this. Hold on. More nerding. Affinity advantage. Disadvantage. Advantage. Disadvantage. Crit. 15% crit. 15% crit. Damage. 15% damage. Disadvantage. Minus 30% crit. Minus 50% effect accuracy. And minus 15% damage. Damage dealt. I think that's probably quite obvious, and that's damage dealt. No, it's Animuses. I already checked the terminology here. I don't know why it's Animuses. I think it's meant to be anima. You calling the game a liar? Your opponent won't take you seriously because you look like an edgelord. There aren't any edgelords in this game. I don't see any edgelords. Name one edgelord right now. I dare you. They don't have flawed, tropey character design in this game. And a moose's Bloodborne. I'm an edgelord. I'm an edgelord. Oh my word. I do have a cloak. It's true. Right, so this does... the main draw of this is that it puts a chain lock on people. So, S2 applies chain lock. Chain lock. And then this, I guess we can put 3 turn. This is also 3 turn chain lock. Oh, no, sorry. That's the wrong ability. Puts Doom's Toll. After the target takes damage 10 times, Doom Toll is removed. Boris immediately casts Doom's Resurge to attack the target. Oh, right. That's this ability. So he just gets the ultimate straight away after a target is hit 10 times with the debuff on it. Only one enemy can be inflicted with Doom Toll, and this debuff cannot be purified. After each cast of Doom's Resurge, obviously uncleansable stuff is probably very good in this game, but it takes a long time to pop off. From what I've seen of the PvP fights so far, you know, they're over pretty quickly. But that of course could easily change with meta and with things coming in. Because most of the PvP that I've seen is all very low level, where people don't have resistance and that kind of thing. This final damage permanently increased by 25%. This is just damage. When a unit carrying Doom's Toll dies, effect transfers to the enemy with the highest attack. Interesting. But honestly, this is just damage. So Doom's Toll applies Doom's Toll. 10 hits equals each return. Kinda. Close enough. Not super interested by his kit. Would love to know how this works. Maybe we'll find out eventually. But apparently he can be quite good. So I have been told. Right. Mia. I know absolutely nothing about this character. I'm already disturbed by her. I'm disturbed by her presence. Mia's thing is, she doesn't have anything particularly unique. Can we skip this one? I fucking wish. I need to know. So, 2 turn shield to the ally with the lowest HP. So she does damage and shields. Damage plus shield. Rainbow Blessing. For every 1 buff carried by allied animuses, she gets damage reduction. So she's actually pretty tanky. 5% damage now. Reduction. ER, I guess I can put. For each buff on ally. Slime Rancher Slime. Oh yeah! This is kind of cool. I like that. This is Mimetic Water. Dispel 1 buff from targets to all enemies. 50% dispel all. Dispel 1 buff all. And 75% and 15% turn push. Seems like reasonable terminology. Equals a 25% of her max HP. It's just a heal. So S3, 25% max HP heal. Skill cooldown by 1. +1 buff duration. And shortens the duration of debuffs. -1 debuff duration. Oh, except control effects. That's a shame. Not particularly interesting. Next we have the greens. Don't know why I've done the reds first. It was just because they were in a different order on the other banner. So these are hollows. Will I have any chance of remembering any of these? I don't know. Maybe. The green hollow. Can we skip Klee as well? I fucking wish, dude. I don't even know who Klee is. Who is Klee? Where is Klee? What is a Klee? What's a Klee? Klee? I don't know. Quite strong and good on Doki Doki. Real Mocha. I've never heard of Real Mocha. I haven't seen anything on this character whatsoever, so this is totally new for me. So she has... Flash damage, okay. Skill 1. Klee from Genshin. Oh, I don't know anything about Genshin, I'm sorry. I'm a Hoyo virgin. I have the same voice actor. Ah, I see. Sorry, my knowledge very lacking of the Hoyo catchers. 40% chance to inflict a turn 2. That seems very underwhelming. 2 turn speed down. 40% speed down. 40% speed down. Reduces all her... Please shut the fuck up. Reduces all her animus skill cooldowns by 1 turn after each kill. Kills, reduce. Reduce kills, give CD -1. Have some candy, restore energy. Deals 280% damage to all enemies for every 1% they've lost. The final damage is increased by 0.6%. After attacking, she recovers her own HP. S2. Damage. Heal yourself. Candy attack. 1 turn stun. 1 turn stun. After attacking, she deals splash damage to all enemies equal to 33% of damage dealt. She is underwhelming, I think, which is probably why I've never seen her mentioned. Unless she does the most insane pop-off damage, she looks very underwhelming. Of course you can ask a wizardry question, Zach. It's no problem at all. If I know the answer, I will certainly try to help. Rahu. Rahu is a defense character. Is she the most meta DPS? Or PvE? Real Mocha? For PvE, she's the most meta DPS? Ah, for PvE she is. I haven't seen any PvE yet. I have no idea what's good in PvE at all. Top end runs, sure. I have absolutely no knowledge of anything PvE based. That's why I had no recollection of her. She doesn't look like she does anything in PvP. Right. Is Redbeard inherited with worth? Yes, it's like a 20%-ish attack buff, like Dorkmas said. An amount of resistance. He's a solid buff for your Alice. Yeah, or any unit with an Alice inherit. Really, really strong buff. She's good at Doki Doki and Terra, which are the most important bosses to farm. Right, got you. So, a PvE unit. Right, Rahu. Skill 1. His whole thing is Wrath. The Wrath of God. This increases death. As allies attack. I'm just trying to get this all concise so that when I want to look back and look at all of the characters, it's very easy to reference and I can be like, oh yeah, I remember how that works. Right, so skill 1 is so he does defense damage. Death damage. 60% defense down.
それはね、長い話になりますよ。 時間があったらまたゆっくりと聞かせてあげますから。
At the start of the battle, he gains 3 stacks of wrath, sure. During battle, if he's able to take action for every 4 actions, he gains 1 stack of wrath. So he just gets stronger as the fight goes on. Additionally, if other allied animuses do not use attack skills during their turn, he has a chance to gain 1 stack of wrath as well. Okay. Wait, so this doesn't do anything? This is just the passive, so he only has 2 skills. The skill is passive. Wrath. And then Wear the Warrior. Who'd you put it on? Someone who doesn't normally have it, who's going to do melee damage. Zach. Wrath in itself is what's being done. Yeah, that's what's giving him Wrath. It's just the first character I've seen that has a passive as a full skill, so I was a little bit confused. But it's obviously quite common in these games. I just hadn't seen it on these characters yet. To receive without giving is discourtesy. Oh, I see. He's a good host. Rahu first inflicts a 2-turn defense up on allies. So again, we see this word inflict used. So I guess that confirms that when they use inflict, they mean that like positively as well. So inflict is like can be a positive term too. Inflicts a 2-turn defense up on all allies. So 2-turn def up all. Then deals damage and then defense damage. Cool. I actually quite like the look of Rahu, just because I think defense scaling characters are cool, but I don't actually know how good he is. I've heard that he can be okay. I haven't actually really seen him played. It's not a unit that I can particularly chase anyway. Maybe if we get a Rahu on the account, we can try him out. So next up is Kloss. Kloss is like the fastest character in the game, right? If I remember correctly. And she does this. This seems very strong. The hack increases damage taken by 25%, increases damage dealt by an additional 40%, so it decreases damage dealt by an additional 40%, and decreases speed by 20%, and you can't purify it. Pretty good, but Lattice is scarce. Yeah, sure. Yeah, she's got a cool design. This is cool. But like, I don't even know what it is. What is she? Thought it was a skeletal tail at first. It's cool. Oh, it's like a cyber tail, right? I think. She's a hacker, I guess. Right, so hacking. Hack. How many stacks of this does it have to go to? When you get 3 stacks of this, it makes this. So each stack of this is damage dealt 10%, damage taken 5%, damage dealt minus 10%, speed 4%, 5% damage. Taken 10% damage done, minus 10% damage. And 4% speed per stack. 3 stacks equals 25%, 40%, 20%. I really like that passive. That seems super good, but yeah, of course, there are so many heroes to raise. Single target. The final hit has a 70% chance to add a stack of hacking progress. 70%. Hack. Single. Force field with her drones. dealing 220% damage, 75% chance to inflict 1 stack of hacking process to all enemies. So this is all 80% chance to steal the target's turn? Why? Wait, what? Is there also an 80% chance to steal the target's turn? Huh? Oh, sorry, steal the target's turn meter. I thought that was the start of a new sentence. My brain really skipped out there. Target's turn meter, redistributed it evenly among allies. Interesting, I didn't realise that she had a turn steal. So, 75%. Please shut up, Kloss. You are. Please, Kloss, please. 75% chance, hack. All. 80% chance. Turn steal. Sure. I mean, that seems pretty good. Seems like quite a powerful effect. She'd make a good streamer. She'd make a better streamer than I would. Formatting. $260 damage to all enemies. 100% chance to inflict a 2-turn defense down. 100% chance. Wow, that's the. I think that's the first 100% we've seen. 2-turn. Death down. Like, I think every other thing in this game so far has been a percentage chance. This is actually a guaranteed defense down. And 100% chance to inflict 2 stacks. 2-stack hack. Wow. It's really good. His inherit is really good, Zach, yeah. On the main, oh, sorry. On the main target. I like that that's guaranteed. I really like that that's guaranteed. I wouldn't be horrified to get a Kloss. That sounds cool. Lilith. I've seen Lilith before. Yes, she's the bomb. She's the bomb. Lilith. Bomb. Graceful mischief. Bomb. Bomb. Yeah, bomb. Done after 2 turns. So. Hello, Chili! Come and look at Lilith. What's the matter? Doing nerd things. Right, max HP to a single target. After the attack, there's a 20% chance to gain an extra turn. Ugh. 20% more to win the game, guy. It's like Julian all over again from Langrisser. Max HP to a single target, so just max HP damage. 20% max HP damage. 20% extra turn. Slow. 20% max HP damage. I like that she does max HP damage. 100% chance to inflict a 2-turn speed down. Actually, thank you. 20% max HP. All. 100% speed down. All. And oh, and it detonates her bomb. Oh, and that sets her turn meter back. Plus empties turn meter. Plus 100%. What was I calling it? 100% turn push. That's actually pretty cool. I haven't seen much about Lily. She looks kind of cool. Meet the game boss, man. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know why they keep playing their sound. I don't want to hear it, Lilith. I don't want to hear it, mate. You're driving me mad, mate. 15% of all enemies. We'll move on to another character in a second, it's fine. 15% of max HP to all enemies. 15% max HP damage all. 100% to inflict. 100% mischief. All. Cool. You can move away from Lilith. What is the spell that heals the whole team? And at what level? All of the cure spells in wizardry at level 7 heal the whole team. Zach. Freya. Freya.
言っておくけど、夢の中って危険なのよ。
Massive tits. Oh, that's a major spelling mistake. Sorry, Zach. Right, Freya. Her thing is Dream Weave. And this is what gives effectively like kind of immunity, sort of. But it won't stop turn delay, right? It will only stop like debuffs. Inflicted when the debuff consumes one stat to purify it. Cures debuffs. When applied.
理想主義者がかわいそうだとは
When
思わ
they
ない。
are applied.
彼らは夢で見たも
Oh,
の
and
を
Nightmare as well. Takes 15% more damage when attacked. Heals the attacker by 15% of the damage they deal. Nightmare. Percent damage. 15% leech. Jesus, this is the first skill where I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of text here. This is like a 3-year in hero.
彼らは夢で見たものを
Whispers of Slumber Call.
実現しようとしているだけだから
130%. Apply a 2-turn Dream Weave to random ally. The second hit has a 30% chance to inflict a 2-turn Nightmare. Huh. And her passive is every time an ally gains a buff, increases their turn meter by 4%. Oh, I see, that's really strong. Each time an enemy is inflicted with a debuff, reduces their turn meter by 4% and ignores resistance.
まさ
Wow.
か寝落ちした
This
の
effect can be triggered up to 3 times a turn. I guess Freya is pretty good
声
then.
は信じないで
I haven't really seen people
Neither
talk about
are
Freya
you
that
anyway,
much,
yeah?
but that seems like that passive seems very, very strong. I guess you have to have like debuffs and buff synergy with it. Skill 1 is 60% Dreamweave. Random. 30% Nightmare. Random. Oh, no, sorry.
理想主義者がかわいそうだとは思わない
Value goes up if you have a lot of buffers. A lot of the
夢で見たものを
Kraken.
実現しようとしているだけだから
Sure, right. So the sort of standard teams don't actually have a lot of buffing. That is why you don't see Freya very much. That makes a lot of sense. How come the girls have different coloured stockings? I don't know. They have a real obsession of it in this game about like having one stocking or having different coloured stockings. I'm going to blame AI generation. I'm not playing Wizardry right now. No, I'm afraid, Papa. I haven't stopped playing Wizardry or anything like that. I just need to play this today because I need to kind of get to the bottom of it for its June 5th release.
実現しようとしているだけだから
Every left sock missing. They wear odd pairs. Yeah, indeed. I quit. Yep, true. I quit Wizardry. I quit Wizardry forever. You know what? Like, that's why I spent money on it yesterday because I was just like, well, might as well give them some money so they remember me. I hate Wizardry now. Absolutely hate it, Zach. That's why I've been answering your Wizardry questions to the best of my abilities while trying to do this. It's all about
まさか
all about her is light and dark. Two different. Oh yeah, shit.
夢
didn't even
で
notice
聞いた
that.
声
She's
は
got
信じないで
heterochromia.
二度は言わないわよ
Her tits are the same colour. She's not that obsessed with it. Man, this is such a long skill. So you buff plus buffed allies
まさか
plus 4%
寝落
turn.
ちしたの？
Debuffed.
夢で聞いた声は信じないで。
Ah,
二
easy
度
way to
は
write
言
this.
わないわよ。
Buff equals 4% turn. Debuff equals minus 4% turn. That's the easiest way to remember this. 3 times per turn. Feel it. The dreams of restful slumber. I wish I could. Freya applies defense up and dream wave to all allies for 2 turns. So this has
理想
quite
主
good
義者
uptime.
がかわいそうだとは思わ
Especially if you can
ない。
reduce the cooldown. You can have that up kind of
彼ら
permanently.
は
With
夢
an
で見たも
80%
のを
chance to
実
apply an
現しよ
additional
う
1
とし
stack
て
of
い
dream
るだ
wave.
けだから。
So 2 defense up. Stream weave. All 80% chance. Additional stack. S3.
まさか寝落ちしたの？
2 turn attack up for all
夢で
allies.
聞いた声は信じないで。
Up all.
二度は言わないわよ。
Each hit having a 30% chance to do nightmare. Nightmare on them. Oh wait. Wait. Oh yeah, sure. That hits all enemies. Yep, makes sense. 30% nightmare. All. Okay, so her design actually isn't that complicated. It's just this ability is very, very,
理
very
想主
long.
義者がかわいそうだ
Extremely
とは
long.
思わない。
King Squad
彼
special.
らは
Toki's also okay. We're talking about breasts. Yeah. Have I seen this? Hold on. Blade and Bastard. Ooh, this is Ainiki, right? Is that Ainiki? Wait, is Ainiki a human? No, Ainiki has blonde hair. This isn't Ainiki. That is like the least functional armor I've ever seen in my life. This is just Blade and Bastard 6.
理
Yeah.
想主義者がかわいそうだとは
That is
思わな
Ainiki.
い。
I swear she looks different.
彼らは
I always, every time I
夢で
see
見たものを
Ainiki,
実
I
現し
swear
よ
she
うと
looks
している
different,
だ
like
け
she's
だ
got
か
a
ら。
different artist on her. Very unfunctional armor. Greatly disappointed. Okay. Freya. Salites.
いつ無
I
敵
don't
に
know
なれる
anything
と思
about
う？
Salites.
それはね、嘘を覚えた時よ。
She has dots, apparently. Forgetfulness. Cannot trigger passive effects. Well, she's got all sorts of weird shit going on. She's got an umbrella, I see. Rain curtain. Absorbs 50% of damage and reflects 85% of the absorbed damage. Probably quite minor.
金が全てじゃないことは分かってるわ。
Absolute animals.
だけど、面
Jellyfish.
倒を避けるには
Ah,
便利な道
cool.
具だと思わない？
It's indirect true damage equal to 4%. Ah, so yeah, she's a dot. She's a dotter. So damage. Right, cool. S1 is 40%. 2 of dot.
弱肉。
4%. Silence. Forgetfulness. Forgetfulness. I don't know if this is a standard kind of debuff, but this is passive. In fact, I might just write it as passive block. So that is a term that I'm familiar with. Passive block. Rain curtain.
弱肉強
The
食。
end of turn, Silence is able to take action, so she does
こ
have
の
to.
摂理を人類は
She
昔
does
から
have to
理
be
解してる。
able to take action,
だけど
unlike
面白い
Sanya.
ことに
She provides an aqua
人
shield
類
equals
はそ
12%
れ
of
に
her
従
max
う
HP
こ
to all
とな
allies,
く
12%
平等
max HP.
という言葉
shield
で自分たちを欺いているの。
This is a passive, right? Every turn. If able to act.
お金が全てじゃないこと
Not
は
quite
分かってる
Sanya.
わ。だけど、
Even a hippopotamus can drown in a water tank.
便利な道具だと思わない？
Salience deals 3 hits Enemies with 30% chance to inflict 2-turn attack down and forgetfulness. I'm gonna have to. Right. Inflict 2-turn attack down and defenselessness and forgetfulness. 30% to all enemies. Attack down.
この摂理を
Passive block.
人類は昔から理解してる。だけど面白いことに人類はそれに従うことなく
Doesn't seem particularly overwhelming.
という言
Not
葉で
convinced she's wearing
自
anything.
分たちを欺いている。
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
何を知りたいんです？
Jesus Christ.
ハウンドのこと？
Right, that is all of the green characters. We have the blue SRs now. Blue is... Anyone want to take a guess at what blue is called? I can't remember. Oh shit, I need to look on the thing, don't I? Blue. Bust. It is not called bust. It's called odd. Which is... I mean odd. Odd. Born. Born. I feel like I've seen a lot about Born, but I also at the same time don't remember anything about Born. Skip this guy and show the snake girl. Which one's the snake girl? Which one is that? I guess we'll find out soon enough. So, Born doesn't have any special mechanics. S1. He just drains. So, damage, plus, drain, bleach. Try and use the same terminology. At the start of battle, he gains... Wait, what? Increases max HP by 500% of self-attack. Is that a lot? That sounds like a lot. 500% sounds like a big number to me. Maybe attack is very low compared to HP. 500%. Keep reading. Each attack also deals additional damage equal to 30% of his max HP. He can't crit. Huh. So this is this just his max HP? He doesn't like gain HP to go with it? Does he have to be healed up? Does he have to be healed up, Lars? Like, or does his HP go up with his max HP? He doesn't have to be healed. Imagine not being able to crit kind of sucks. It's max, yeah. There are more than 4 surviving enemy units. I'm interested already. He deals 440 damage to all enemies with 100% chance to dispel one buff. Oh, and he hits harder the more things are dead. Okay. So it's like it's a multi-target attack that actually scales well with less characters. Yeah, good scaling early game. I reckon this guy must be strong early on, right? Must be a very decent unit early on. You don't have to gear him anywhere near as much. You don't have to worry about like crit for him to reach his damage potential. Cunning Pursuit gives you extra surety when you're attacking a target that's debuffed. Zach. Very strong right away. Yeah, I could see this unit having very, very good like early game. So this is 100% dispel 1. All. Unbuff all. It also ignores passives. Ignores passives. And more damage, less enemies. He seems decent. Rosa. But I imagine he doesn't scale too well. He's also not providing an infinite amount of crazy debuffs. Insane Crash. With a boosted fighting spirit, Rosa deals 3 hits of 70% damage to a single enemy. If the final hit is a crit hit, it has a 50% chance to reduce the target's turn meter. Oh, this is the no, never mind. It's not the character that I thought it was. S1. 70% damage. 50% chance to reduce target's turn meter. Yeah. If crit. 50% chance. 10% turn push. Blade Heart Bloom takes 15% extra damage from basic attacks. When the carrier takes a critical hit as the main target, Razor deals a follow-up attack to them with her basic attack. Miko. Which Himiko? Not the one that I'm thinking of, I think. Sadly. Blade Heart Bloom. Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, definitely not the one that I'm thinking of. Unfortunately, I do not know anything about Honkai Star Rail apart from Casterus gives global passives, and that's somehow makes Mr. Pokey a hypocrite. This event can only be triggered one turn. The jacket is absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's a shocker. It's a shocker. Crit damage to the main target. Razor deals a follow-up attack to them with basic attack. The carrier takes a crit hit as the main target. Right, so she follows up on crit. Blade Heart Bloom. Bloom follows up on crits. Main target crits. If the target is not afflicted with Blade Heart Bloom, she inflicts a 1 turn on it every time she crits. Okay. Crits inflict Blade Heart Blom. Blade Heart Bloom. Whoops. Fairly to the Grand Hunt. Razor sharpens her blade, first applying a 2-turn crit up to all allies. Crit up. Ooh. Crit up. All. 3. With crit hits having a 40% chance. Crits. 40%. 2 turn. Speed down. Not the sort of character that I'm very interested in, but probably puts out a lot of damage, right? If your whole team's critting. Miko's voice actor voices Emilia and Megumin, really? Damn. Incredibly star-studded. Also voices Neptune from Hyperdimension Neptune. Hello, Rimu. How are you? How have you been? How are you, man? What have you been up to? That's embarrassing, Zach. I don't know how you come back from that. That's kind of over. It's all over. Right, Tiamat. This is a character that I am much more familiar with, but she's kind of crazy. Like, she does so much shit that I don't like totally understand what it is that she does. What I do understand is that after 8 turns, she transforms. She essentially transforms. Or it's not 8 turns, it's 8 stacks, sorry.
生と死は果てのない巡りである。
Bloodshed
生命は死から誕生し、
equals
再び
transform.
しおれて死に帰る。
Swings a spear. 8% of her current HP with
美
each
し
hit.
い過去などもう思い出
This
せ
one.
ない。
8%
ただ
current
怒り
HP.
と恨みが
Damage.
我の傷口からは流れ出ている。
Mother Revelation. Shares 25% of damage taken with other
果
allies
てのない巡りで
for
ある。
every 13% max HP. Oh, so this is
生
like a
命は死
shield.
から誕生し、再びしおれて死に
Not a
帰
shield,
る。
sorry. This is like a pain share. For each 30% max HP lost or healed is 1 stack of
美しい
bloodshed.
過去などもう思い出せない。
25% of damage
ただ
dealt,
怒りと
damage
恨
taken.
みが
The allies, okay. 25% pain share, pain split.
生と死は
For every
果ての
30%
ない
max
巡
damage
り
and
で
healed
ある。
is 1 stack of bloodshed.
生命は死から誕生し、
So that actually stacks up a lot faster than I thought it
死
did.
に帰る。
Good morning, Lena. Hello, how are you? Hope you're having a good one.
美しい過去などもう思い出せ
Massive,
ない。
just massive tits.
ただ
Great.
怒りと
Thanks, Shu.
恨みが
Thanks a lot, man.
我の傷口からは流れ
All about HP. Yeah, she wants to lose HP and then she wants to gain HP, and she loses HP by attacking. She gains HP by basically
生
doing
と死
everything
は
by dealing
果ての
damage.
ない巡りである。生命は死から誕生し、
Give her a while in the character evaluation since going through square, triangle, X, circle. Just lately haven't been able to stay long. Yeah, no worries at all, man. Thank you for dropping by. I just hope you're doing all right. Yeah, I hope you're doing all right. She's got my. This is probably my favorite design in the game. I actually really like her. She turns into this big demon thing as well. Looks super cool. I think she's just well done.
果てのない巡りである。
There is jiggle physics
生
here.
命は死から誕
Don't worry,
生し、
don't worry.
再びしおれて死に帰る。
This is the shield? Yeah, this is the shield.
美しい過去なども
S2
思い出せない。
Is a... Oh, it's a heal over time as well.
我の傷口からは流れ出ている。
Plus shield. All. Shield amount equals 120% of the
生
HP
と
consumed.
死
Sure.
は
For every one stat she has, increases. Got it?
生命は死から誕生し、
Ooh.
再びし
Throws
お
it
れ
to
て死に
penetrate
帰
enemies.
る。
I don't know about using the P word. Seems 30% of her current HP to deal 2 hits of damage equal to 10% of her max HP to all enemies.
果てのない
With a
巡りである。
50% chance to inflict a one
生
turn.
命は死から誕生し、
Cast one
再
skill
び
on the
しおれ
taunting
て
enemy.
死に
Cannot
帰
take
る。
any other action. Interesting. So you still get to use skills when you're taunted.
美しい過去などもう思い
Turn
出
her
せない。
around, I wanna see
I am-
your tail.
Ta-da.
I am playing Etheria, and by playing I mean I'm going through I'm making a Google Doc about it. So like sort of playing. This is the best sort of
生
playing,
と
right?
死は果てのない巡りである。
They
生命は死から誕生し、再びしおれて死
released
に
an
帰る。
office lady skin for her. What would her weapon be? Like a broom or something? What is an office worker meant to use as a
美しい過去など
weapon?
もう思い出せない。
You want to see a
ただ
tail?
怒りと恨みが
Man, I don't think it's got
我の
physics
傷
to it. I
口
can't
か
get
ら
it to like
は流れ
whip.
出ている。
There you go. You can kind of see it there. It's barbed. It's like a freezer tail. Or a cell tail, sorry.
果てのない巡りである。
Oh, there you go. She
生
wiggled
命
it a
は
little
死
bit.
から誕生し、再びしおれて死に帰る。
Dress cucking us. That's one of my things that I like about this character. It's actually dressed.
美しい過去などもう思い出
It
せない。
seems 30% of her current HP to deal
ただ
2
怒りと
to
恨
all
みが
enemies.
我の傷口からは流れ出ている。
10% of her max HP. 10% max HP. Sorry, that's 15. I don't know how I put a 5 instead of a 1.
果てのない
instead
巡
of
り
a
で
0.
ある。
Max HP
生命は
damage.
死から誕生し、再びしおれて死に帰る。
And a 50% chance to taunt. Taunt.
美しい過去などもう思い出せない。 ただ怒りと恨み。
Okay. Now understand how Tiamat works a little more.
退屈なら
I really like
私と
her.
一緒に
I
第
actually quite like her
13 高等
design
学
as
校を
well.
見て回ろう。
Like, I just like how color coded she is. I like the whole queen bee thing. I think that's really cool. I've got a bit of a thing for lances too. Like lances are cool weapons. They're not functional at all, but lances are like scythes for me. Like scythes for other people. People get really crazy about
私が
scythes,
一番好きな
like
生
even
き
though they're
物
really
は
unfunctional.
蜂
I
だ。
really like lances like
一
this.
匹では
That
弱
you
くても
definitely shouldn't be
群
using
れ
as
に
a
なれ
weapon.
ば
I just think they look
恐る
super
べき
cool.
力を発揮するから
You
な。
hate her. Why do you hate her, Aritems? So this is Tsukiyomi. And she is a defense scaler. Death damage. Oh yeah, of course, and she has turn manipulation. So she's a bruiser with turn manipulation. I really like this character. I would be very, very happy to pull this character. I think she's super cool. 90% of females are twin tails. Doesn't Genazad have a thing about twin tails, or doesn't his fan base say that he has a thing about twin tails? One of those two things. Hello, Eggy! I mean, I don't. I've only just started playing this today. I'm loading it up and I'm making a Google Doc about it right now, because I need to do all of my research for this game today. It's the only day I'm going to get to play it in the beta, so I need to get everything kind of figured out today so that I am ready for launch in June. He says he doesn't, but he lies. Maybe one day. That can be my quest. My Twitch quest to find out whether Genazad actually likes twin tails or not. I'll do it for the lads. Update and announcement for Wizardry. Hold on, bear with me. Where is that? Can you link? Or is it just the one that came out earlier, the bug fix? Bug fix plus thingy, like very basic. These are the things that are happening announcement. Right. Just so happens all his favourite characters have twin tails. It's tough. Just booting it up for the day. I haven't booted it up today. I haven't loaded it today. I probably will at the end of stream tonight, so I can have a look at it then at the very least. Since I want to log in, do my dailies, claim my gems, etc. Wizardry's reset time is awkward, so like I can't do it at the beginning of the day. I have to do it at the end of the day. Yeah, the helmet bug was fixed. Yeah, that was announced on their Twitter. Came through our Wiz updates. Thank you though, Narcos. I appreciate it all the same. No, we didn't get apologems for it either. Actually, so stingy. So this is defense damage and turn meter of the ally with the highest attack specifically. Highest, so that's really interesting. So that pushes your carry specifically. Highest attack ally. 25% turn boost. I really like her. I really like her kit, and I actually quite like her design as well. This is death damage to all. Inflicts a 1-turn silence, and also skilled. Damn, so 45% silence. All. And skill cooldowns for all other allies. All. Target allies turn meter by 100% and her own by 35%. So axe again. I'll use the proper terminology. 100% turn boost. 35% turn boost yourself. ally. Itself. And applies this to all allies. Wow. Attack. Plus speed. Up. All. That's a hell of a buff.
私が一番好きな生き物は
She
蜂だ。
seems so good.
一匹では弱くとも群れになれば
Yeah, at least she'll be able to do
恐れなき力を
Elman's
発揮する
dungeon.
からな。
Everyone to redo their Lana belt. I haven't redone mine, Narkais, but I'm just going to sit on it for a little while, I think. Very happy to be able to unbrick my Vit Lana. Very, very happy indeed. Twin Tails.
退屈なら
I don't mind them.
第13区
I don't mind them
高
at
等学校を
all.
見て回ろう。
Like, I'm not super big on hair. But like,
この怒り貴様に受け止められるか、
just trying to tell my own preference here.
口先だけの連中に
I
は
don't think I have much of a preference when it comes to hair.
何を知りたいのです？ハウン。あなたに興味があるんですよ。
I don't like that. I can tell you that much. Not a big fan of that.
私に追いつきたい？じゃ
Don't really like that much. Yeah, I'm pretty indifferent, I think.
撮影はご遠慮くだ
I
さい。
don't mind Twin Tails though.
退屈なら私と一緒に第13区高等学校を見て回
I'll
ろう。
tell you what, there is one thing that I like with hair, especially on girls in video games, is when they have when a very clear warrior
私の意見を聞きたい
has
と。
shorter hair. So if anything, the Twin Tails probably work against this a
みんな
little
が
bit for
望む
me.
形に
I'd
な
like
れ
it to
ば
have shorter
そ
hair
れでいい。
that doesn't get in the way of her fighting, you know? Fighting with that huge lance. Imagine swinging that lance and your hair gets fucking tangled in it. Can you imagine how painful that would be? Like how fucked you would be. This gets tangled up in your hair as you thrust it. You're done. Like look at this, it's actually like cutting through the hair as well. Like that's not gonna end well for you. That is not gonna end well. Lance handle slides up between the tin tail. Yeah,
私の目
it
標は
magically evades. Oh, it doesn't there. It doesn't there. Like that's not how a lance would go through
絶
hair
対に
when you
誰
pull
一
it
人
back.
見捨てはしない。
That is not how it would work. It would be very, very bad for you, or any kind of weapon, or really anything, any kind of anything. But I still like her design. I think it's pretty cool.
プライベートな時間の撮影
Ziada.
遠慮くだ
I
さ
don't
い。
know anything about Ziada. What is Ziada's spiel? She has
特
soul
別なサイン
flame.
入り写真をあげ
Each
ようかしら。
evolution increases attack by 18% and crit damage by 10% up to 3 evolutions as she buffs herself. Soul flames. Self buff. And this goes up as she casts
見とれたかしら。
any of her skills? Not this one. Really wanted to test her, but I wasn't lucky. Each time her soul flames evolve, reduces the skill's current and max cooldown by 1 turn. Deals 1 additional hit of 80% damage. She's a bit basic for
見
me.
とれたかしら。
I don't like things that just deal damage. It's nice that this has a steel buff on it, but it's 20%, which is not really it. 20% chance to do steel, 1 buff. 20% buff steel, 1 buff steel.
特別なサイン入り写真をあげようかしら。
Once her soul flames fully evolve, increases the chance to 80%. Okay, so it's 80%. 80%. At
あら
the
見とれたかしら。
3 buffs. Soul flames evolve 1 time every 3 buffs she gains. Okay, so you want to push as many buffs on her as possible.
特
Means
別
I
な
guess
サイ
she
ン
has
入り
synergy
写
with
真をあげようかしら。
damn, what's the character called? Veronica, where she applies a load of buffs to allies. I guess she would have like synergy there. Get her soul flames up super quickly.
あら
3 buffs
見とれたかしら。
equals 1 soul flame. 3 stacks max. Yeah, sure. So that is the soul flame passive.
特別なサイン入り写真をあげようかしら。
All enemies are 60% chance to turn attack down. 60% chance. 60%
あら、
death
見とれ
down.
たかしら。
Death down all. Restore 1 cooldown. Max cooldown by 1 turn and deals 1 additional hit of 80% damage. Each time her soul flames evolve. Right, oh, is that a passive? Each time her soul flames evolve, reduces the skill's current and max cooldown by 1. Right, okay, so when her soul flames are maxed, she can spam this every other turn. And it starts to hit harder and harder and harder. So she's kind of like a scaler. You have to set her up, and
特
then
別な
she
サイン入り写
blasts
真をあ
with
げよう
this.
かしら。
Scales. Scales with flames. Okay, I now have some understanding of how she works. Not a whole lot.
言葉で表せないものを
Lingluo.
私の歌声に
Lingluo?
込めて
Lingluo. Lingluo. Sorry, I should specify that these are SR. Ah! Whoops. SSR. 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 Lingluo.
言葉で表せない
I
も
have
のを
8k gems.
私の歌声に込めて
Oh, the power boost. Yeah, discipline's not really. If you're discipline is not really worth it in wizardry, unless you are very, 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 very sure that you are going to be using that character in the long term. In which case, it suddenly becomes very good. But of course, you know, you
私
have
の
to
歌
commit
を聴い
resources
て
to
くだ
get
さる
it.
方々は本当に
Linglo.
私の声が好きなのでしょ
Whale
うか
prayer.
それとも ただの冷やか
I see.
しでしょうか
Oh, this is the singer. Yeah, I have seen this character. Yeah, I have seen this character. I think she's quite high rated on tier lists, but I haven't seen that much about her. So this is single enemy and heals the 2 allies. The true whale. Is she a free
ファ
unit?
ン
Ah, free unit day 7. Thank you, Ryan.
熱
Appreciate
心な
that.
ファンは少し
Ah, you get her.
苦手です
You don't like the design? That is gratuitous. Look at that. Look at that thigh gap. Jeez. Quite like this. I don't hate the design. Design's pretty cool, I think. Quite like it. You know me, always gooning.
私の歌を
Non-stop
聴いてくださる方々は本当に私の声が好きなのでしょうか
Rare me gooning.
それ
I
と
mean,
も
like, it's more,
た
it's
だ
just a
の冷やか
standout, you know?
しでしょうか
It's notable because it's like in this weird dress thing, but yet somehow she has a thigh gap there. How does that even work? Where's the... I don't understand. I actually don't understand how her dress works. How is that possible? How is that possible to have a thigh gap there? Is that a bug?
ファン
Have we got a bugged
で
thigh
すか
gap? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Overanalyze
熱
it.
心なファン
Right.
は少し
It's
苦手
pants.
です
Oh, it's pants. Okay, yep, that makes more sense. Thank you. He was the 2 allies with the lowest HP percentage for 50% of their maximum HP. The turn starts stacks. Does this happen? Does this happen every one of her turns, even if she's injured? Yeah, even if
熱
she's
心なファンは
CC'd.
少し苦手です
I guess so. It doesn't specify that it doesn't.
Enough gooning chat enough.
There's a 65% chance to purify one debuff from the target. If the target has no debuffs, there's a 65% chance to grant 2-turn whale prayer. So it's a heal all. Heal all.
私の歌を聴いてくださる方々
Oh,
は
no, sorry, it's a heal 2.
本当に私の声が好きなのでしょう
Plus
か
heal 2.
それ
Each healing, before each healing has a 65% chance to, 65%, spell debuff. 65% chance, or whale prayer. And whale prayer is
ファンですか
5% of max HP. So it's a buff that goes on you and it then heals you. I see.
We will
I
gamble,
understand.
we will goon, this is the way.
Turn per stack. Writing this out really, really helps me to remember these characters, and it's going to be so nice to reference later. 5 max. Rather than having to click through characters every time I want to understand what they're doing, listening to their millions of voice lines. Heals all allies by 16% of their max HP and extends allied buffs for 1 turn. Heals all allies. Heal all. +1 buff turn. All. Target allies receive an additional heal. Target healed more.
ファン
Heal target more.
ですか熱心なファンは少し苦手です
Well, this gives immunity. Applies a 1-turn immunity on all allies, then heals all allies 2 times. For each buff the target has, the healing effect. So it's just immunity and a heal. Immunity plus heal. So really like kind of standard healer. But I mean, it has a bit of immunity. Yes, Shu, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? Synergy with Tia and any Tiamat, of course. Any meta support. Got you. Thank you. So we're done with the SSRs there. Oh, never mind. Of course, we do have the light and the dark ones, which is constant and disorder. I know quite a bit about Messiah. SSR. Ooh. Thank you. Right, Messiah. This is a single target hit. Has a vulnerable on it. Oh, shit. Messiah. His thing is invincibility, which I think is probably pretty obvious. So 25% chance. Vulnerable. Whoops. 25% vulnerable. Invincibility. Ability on kill. Is there a meta Guna comp? Possibly. Like, the meta hasn't been defined yet, Shu, right? Like, there are a bunch of metas for leveling up in this game because, like, the meta shifts vastly depending on what level you're at. And the meta shifts all the time as well, so there won't be like a de facto meta Guna comp, I'm afraid. There are also quite a lot of men in this game. Surprisingly, quite a lot of male characters in this game, from what I've seen. I've even seen people complain about it, that there are too many men in the game. So, I don't know. It's not a Guna game. You have to use ugly guys to win. Yeah, I've heard that. This is the single target execute. Continuously strikes the target, dealing 3 hits of 100% damage to a single enemy. So it's just damage plus an execute. Quite boring when I actually look at it. Boring Messiah. Oh, it's Messiah with an A. It's just very, very heavy damage. Transforms all energy into a giant sword strike to all enemies. And this is the thing that negates massive defense. So, damage. All. Ignores 70% death. And 1%. Oh, and passives. And passives. So his kit's actually very, very basic. He's cool. Yes, big time cocker also. Doki Doki. Arguably, like, really up there with the best characters in the game. Doki Doki. So, her thing is this backup shit. Which is, when they're affected, before another ally animus affected by a debuff takes an action, it uses 1 stack to purify 3 debuffs from that unit. She is really quite good. The data stream seems reasonably easy to put up on people. How does the backup work? My debuff. Oh, that's the start of it. Yep, sure. So, backup is cures debuffs on action. Data stream. This is just an effect that goes up. So damage to a single enemy and deals grants 1 stack of backup to self on ally action. Skill 1. Backup to self. S2. Each time targeting other allies with the highest total skill cooldown and applies 1 stack of data stream to them. Doki Doki reduces 1 allied animus skill cooldown by 1 turn 5 times. Oh shit! I didn't even realize that. By 1 turn 5 times consecutively, each time targeting other allies with the highest total skill. Oh, I see. Right, so it isn't just 5. I was like, wait, that's 5 times on 1 target? No, that's not how it works. Other allies with the highest total skill cooldown. So 5, -1 skill, -1 cooldown, 5 times. And puts data stream on them. Plus data stream. It's 3. Increase 1 allied animus's turn meter by 12% 8 times. 1 allied animus's turn meter by 12% 8 times. So it's exactly the same thing but split. That's so many more times than I thought it was. That's actually absolutely insane. I can see why Doki Doki's bonkers. 1 allied animus's turn meter by 12% 8 times consecutively. Inflicts 5 stacks on backup on self. So 5 backup to self. Turn boost. 12%. 8 times. Plus data stream. Really crazy. Really crazy unit. Yeah, not for speed advantage, but yeah, prevents anyone from falling behind. Indeed, it's like it just shores up all of your team. but she isn't good at like focusing one unit up. She just like speeds everyone up on your team a massive amount. Shadow Sanya. I don't really understand this unit at all, so this is probably going to be quite helpful. I don't feel like she's super good. She's just dotting. She just dots, right? Sanya throws bramble vines on a single enemy, giving 230% damage, 50% chance to inflict 1 stack of dot. The S1, 50% chance, dot. Wither. She inflicts 1 stack of dot per for 2 turns on the target when dealing damage. So her thing is Wither. Extra dot on damage. Passively. So this sends Vengeful Seeds at all targets, making them explode. So this is... Well, this doesn't even apply dot itself. It'll apply it off this. So S2 is... +1... is it dot turn or debuff turn? Dot turn. Turn. +1 dot turn. All. And that's kind of it. And settles all their dots immediately. So you stack up loads of dots with her, and then you pop them with Bramble Burial. So S3 detonates dots. All. Interesting. Don't really like her much. Not a big fan. What am I looking at here? Regirock? Wait, what? Why are we linking Regirock? What have I missed? What context have I missed here? Oh, the Regi Trio eyes. Which character? Was this the last character that we were looking at? The Regi Trio eyes. Huh? Ah, the Regi Trio eyes. It's not really exactly like the Regi Trio eyes. It's like a U or a V. Regi Trio eyes are like an H. Heinrich does massive AoE damage. He applies loads of like buff blocks and heal blocks.
奴らがどんな小細工をしたか、俺もよくわかっている。だが、手に入れられる力、魂はとっくに枯れて死んだ。憎しみの怒りだけがこの体を支えている。
What does block? So block is buff block in this game. I'm going to specify it because block doesn't sit well with me. Block means guarding an attack. So buff block. 45% chance. 45% buff block. 50% chance to dispel 1 buff from the target. This is his passive. Every time he deals damage, every time he attacks. Passively gains. Passively dispels buff. 1 buff. Passively 50%. Spell 1 buff when attacking. Target has no undispellable buffs, has an 80% chance to inflict last word. Or 80% buff self if no buff. This is the heal block. S2. 65% heal block. Target has no buff that can be dispelled. If no buffs. 65% buff block. Heal block. All. And this is Reaper Coffin. 3 hits, with the final hit having 65% chance to provide buff block. Every 1 stack of last words on the target increases the skill's crit damage. The final hit having a 65% chance. Okay. Let's just hit all enemies. 65% chance. Buff block. Yeah, it's just damage. He does a lot of damage. He does a lot of damage. But these are like very conditional blocks. But he does a lot of damage. Which of these do I know? I know Sanya. I know Sanya. Right, so SRs. You're doing odd first. SR. That's SS. That's not what I want to copy. SR. Sanya. So her whole thing is that she heals regardless of whether she's like able to heal. Taking screenshots be quicker. Not really, because writing them is helping me learn plastic. It's helping me learn a lot. Like being able to transfer the information myself means that I have to understand it to do so. If I just copy and paste screenshots, then I'm not actually learning. I'm just copying and pasting screenshots, which I won't remember. And yeah, the summary actually helps to look through it. I can see immediately like what each character does and what the special abilities do. So if I have to reference this for some reason, in case like I don't know what a character does, I can quickly look and be like, oh, okay, that character has that ability. That helps me a lot. Sanya. This is a passive heal. Very simple character. This one. Turn meter by 30%. Turn boost. The end of turn, she heals 2 allies with the lowest HP percentage by 16% of her HP, purifies 1 debuff from them. A healing effect increases by 0.8%, sure. That's just the heal. So heals 2 allies, passively heals 2 allies. 2 allies. 2 allies. At end of turn. How is it? I haven't really played it very much, apologise. I'm just kind of learning everything about the game that I can. Just trying to absorb information here so that I can learn how to play it later. There's 1 stack of all powerful protection. It covers 20% max HP for an ally. This skill can revive a fallen target. Oh, shit, it can revive a fallen... Oh yeah, of course it can. I've seen this. Skill can revive a fallen target with the cost of an additional 2 turn cooldown. So heal. Power protection. So heal all. Buff. Plus. Type. Sanya. Grey. Grey is crit aura man. These should be a bit quicker because they're just the lower rarity units. Their kits are generally like quite a bit simpler. As we can see here, this is just 25% turn meter. Turn boost, 25% stuff. This is the crit rate to all allies and act again. Crit up. All. Act again. And this is just a nuke basically. 100% damage and inflicts it. Oh, it guarantees inflicts this. A crit. Crit equals 100% death down. That is great. She Arky the Echo. She actually has interesting things going on. She's like a weak Freya. She's like a lower rarity Freya. from what I understand.
何か聞きたい曲はありま
But
す
she
か？
does give this, which is kind of interesting. Mean to steal turn meter and turn meter minus. As we know, can be a bit problematic off of Marvel. Right, Chiaki the Echo. Now I can understand how you can win that JJ card. Wait, what? Ramo? What do you mean? I'm a nerd, yeah. If that's what you mean. Yeah, I'm a nerd. 240% damage to a single enemy, purifying 1 debuff from an ally with the most debuffs. Okay, so it's damage. Damage plus debuff removal with the most debuffs. Debuff.
悲しい時、
Yeah.
私はよくバイオリンを学校の屋上に持って行って
Yeah.
演奏します。音楽に身を委ねると
Most
悲しい
debuffs,
こ
I
とを
guess.
す
Can't
べ
think
て
of a way of
忘れ
succinctly
るこ
word
とが
that.
できるんです。
A passive is. How's the gameplay like though? I haven't played it that much. I've watched a fair bit of it though. It's very Honkai Star Rail-y. That's
あなたに
the
曲を
PvE
作
at
っ
the
たん
very
で
least.
す。その
Provides a 2-turn
聞い
attack
てみてくれませんか？
plus the 3 random ally units. The target already has attack up. It additionally applies a 1-turn Ave Maria to them. This is only if she can act, right? Yeah, if she's able to take action. So S2, passive, passively. At start of turn. Start of turn
悲しい時、
applies
私はよく
attack
バイオ
up.
リンを学校の屋上に持って行って演奏します。
Attack up
音楽に身を委ねると
or
悲しいこ
Ave
とを
Maria.
すべて忘れることができるん
Ave
です。
Maria is immune to steal turn meter and turn push. And
あ
then
な
it
たに
increases other
曲を
allies
作ったんです。
plus
その
turn boost.
聞いてみてくれませんか？
If able to act. If able to act. That is a very, very important denotation because quite often you are not able to act at the start of your turn in this game. How's the game, Kurave? I haven't played it too much yet. I've watched it a fair bit, but I'm just mostly going through and I am making a lot of notes right now because that's the most important thing of today. I need to try to figure out exactly what I'm trying to pull for, like what characters I'm looking for and how I'm going to build my teams or my team in order to be able to PvP, like which characters I'm going to need to build. And right now I have a low amount of understanding of the game and I need to have more understanding of the game. Hopefully it helps some other people who also are trying to get some understanding of the game. It's very much like Honkai Star Rail. If you ever played that, the PvE is very, very Honkai Star Rail-y. But the PvP is where the kind of crux of the game is. Turn meter by 20% and inflicts a 2-turn attack up. If targets already have attack up, additionally inflicts a 2-turn Ave Maria. I have misspelled Ave Maria, which is very embarrassing. Targets already have attack up, additionally inflicts a 2-turn Ave Maria.
悲しい時、私はよく
So
バイオリ
20%
ンを学校の屋上に持って行って演奏します。音楽に身を委ねると悲しい
2-turn
ことをすべて忘れることができるんです。
targets already have attack up or Ave Maria. Ave Maria, not Ava Maria. She seems like a pretty good character.
あなたに曲を作ったんです。その
especially if you're lacking other supports, which we don't know. Like we don't really know what characters we're going to have. It's pretty clear that we're going to be working with a pool that we can't really decide too well. We're going to get one chance to like focus one summon, and that is about it. Everything else is going to be pretty random. Tsutomu. I have no knowledge of Tsutomu whatsoever. Tsutomu. He's got a buff steal there. Attacks on targets with debuffs guarantee critical hits. So this one, crit on debuff. S2. With each hit having a 60% chance to steal one random buff. S2. 60% buff steal. S3. If the last hit crits, has a 100% chance to inflict heal block and buff block. S3. If crit equals heal block. 100% chance, right? Yep. 100%. Heal block. Plus Kazuo the Reverie. You use that guy if he was a different element. This dude, Tsutomu, you'd use him if he were a different element. That's interesting. What's so bad about this element? What does this element get really messed up by? Green is red. Green gets beaten by red, right? Am I losing my mind? Yeah, green gets beaten by red. Of course, it's fire, grass, water. There's a boss you could use him on, but he's weak to it. I see. I understand. I'm with you. Kazuo the Reverie. I think I've heard this name before, but I do not know what she does. Ooh, that's weird. That's kind of cool. I like the hands. They're freaky. That's cool. 30% chance to sleep. This effect will take damage, but damage taken will be increased by an additional 25%. I see. So her S1 is 30% chance to sleep. The random floating objects behind is getting old. I don't mind it too much. I like these. I think these are super cool. But yeah, the objects are kind of overdone a bit, I guess. When Kazuo the Reverie attacks an enemy under slumber, each attack has a 100% chance to decrease turn meter. So you need... This is a passive that only works when they're sleeping. While sleeping, has a 100% chance to decrease turn meter by 15% without removing the slumber status. Each attack has so she can hit things while they're sleeping. May attack. Sleep without breaking. 15% turn push. Three hits of 85% damage to all enemies with a 65% chance to inflict attack down. So attack down 65%. Attack down. If the target already has attack down, or 45%, or 45% sleep, or kind of cool. But I imagine loads of things are immune to sleep. If you can't sleep anything, I guess you can't really do anything. She's got that Clark Kent disguise. I mean, the hands might give her away. The hands with like eyes in their palms might give her away, but then again, you know. Viper. I saw someone talking about Viper as like a viable damage dealer, apparently. Viper. This is blue. SR. Blue is odd. Oh wait. Shit, are these all odd? Am I being dumb? Oh shit, they're not meant to be odd. These ones are all the green, which is resolve. Maybe? Hollow. Not even close. Not even close. Odd is meant to be... SR. Viper. The man himself. Serpent Skin. On reaching 4 stacks, when the passive is triggered again, the effect switches from consuming all stacks to using scale slash to counter attack. The passive is triggered again to this. Friends should never be abandoned. This is damage taken by all the allies from crit hits by 30%. That's actually pretty good, isn't it? Just a global aura that reduces crit hit damage by 30%. Viper, no viping. Counter attack with Savage Tank. When an ally receives a critical hit, the chance increases to 60%. Counter attack can only be triggered once per turn. Upon reaching 4 stacks, when the passive is triggered again, the effect switches from consuming all stacks to using scale slash to counter attack. Chance to counter attack with Savage Fang. When an ally receives crit hit, the chance increases to 60%. Where does the consuming all stacks thing work? The effect switches from consuming all stacks to using scale slash to counter attack. That is a little bit ambiguous to me. I'm sure that probably makes perfect sense, but it doesn't to me. He looks like a dweeb. Nice. Absolutely fucking roasted. He has got a couple of questionable things going on here. What's with the tails that these guys have? They have like mechanical tails or something? Like a load of the characters in this game have like cyber tails. I don't know what they're meant to accomplish though. He's RPing as mess. What, as really badly? What, Messiah? He's RPing as Messiah really badly? Shit, I can't unsee it now. Yep, I believe it. I don't know where the goggles have come from, but you know, I don't understand this. I don't think I need to understand this either. But this has a 1-turn silence, so 30% chance to silence. Wait. Hold on a second. That's a mistranslation, right? And she gains 1 stack of serpent skin. That must be. Is there a he here somewhere? He. Yeah, it's just a mistranslation. They've just shoved a random she in here for poor Viper. R.I.P. Viper. Poor guy. 1-turn silence. 1 stack of serpent skin. Serpent skin, which does something. Skin. 100% serpent skin. Passive. This seems quite cool. So this minus 30% crit damage taken for allies. If Viper is able to take action when an ally is attacked, he has a 12% chance to counter attack with Savage Fang. You built him for the train thing. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the actual like PvE in this game, Silurian, I'm afraid. I'm still just learning about the characters, so that I have a knowledge of what to build when it comes out. Is that like a PvE thing later in the game? For a train thing, huh? I love trains. Chance increases to 60%. Counterattack. So he counterattacks. 12% chance to counterattack. 12% counter. And presumably, when this is stacked, you just get to counterattack all the time. But the wording is a little bit obscure. Right. 75% chance to dispel 2 buffs. 65% chance to inflict attack down and speed down. 75% spell 2 buffs. 65% chance to inflict attack down. 65% attack. Oh, it's all enemies as well. All. 65%. That's actually quite powerful. 65% attack and speed down. Speed down. All. I can see why people were saying that like he is a sort of viable DPS just off of that. I don't really understand the serpent skin thing. Counter attacking seems quite good in this game as well because it's like action economy, right? You get attacked like quite a lot. He's also doing the crit aura thing as well. Yeah, I can see why he is reasonable. Ubol. Who's this guy? He looks like some random like train employee. He has dots. Just water balls at a single enemy dealing 240% damage with a 40% chance to inflict 1 stack of 2 turns dot. 40% dot. 2 water pillars. But 2 random buffs into 2 stacks of dots. 60%. 60%. Turn 2 buffs into Solarian, thank you so much for following. Thank you for having patience with me while I do these incredibly nerdy things as well. I appreciate that. This is for my gross understanding of the game, so that when it launches I have an idea of what I'm doing. 2 random buffs. Solid, good damage. Yeah, he seems decent. Like, honestly, really decent. Quite powerful. Hits everything. I can see people using him, for sure. Doing 3 hits. This has dot and stun. So 75% chance to dot. Oh, that's all. 75% chance to dot. 30% chance stun. Stun. All. Thank you for coming over, Obol. A Boro. Oh, she's got a cool katana. There's 2 hits. This is a Boro. You don't have her. It's a Boro. You learn something new here all the time. It's Acheron. I don't know who Acheron is, so I'm safe from that. Actually, no, I do know who Acheron is. We looked at her on stream. This does look like Acheron. This actually does look like Acheron. This is the yeah. Oh, that's Heroes Wiki. No, that's the wrong Acheron. There she is. That is quite similar. It's that's quite similar. It's fine. I'm sure they're copyright safe. Longsword equal to Acheron. Ah, I see. Abora a bad sign. EOS scene, really? Okay. I mean, the game isn't out yet, but that hasn't stopped gachas before from EOSing. Deals 2 hits of 170% damage to a single enemy with 15% chance to inflict a 2-turn speed down. One guy looks like Sunday. I don't know who Sunday is, I'm afraid. Inflict a 2-turn speed down.
やることがないのか。
S1. Shit. S1. 15% chance to speed down. 15% speed down.
なぜ時間を
Extreme. On crit hit has a 50% chance to inflict 1 second bleeding, so that's just permanently. Passively, 50% bleed on crit.
なぜ時間を無駄にする
100% chance to inflict a 2-turn defense down. 100% death down. 2-turn death down. Single enemy. And this is to a single enemy with 75% chance to apply 2 stacks of bleeding, and on crit knocks back the target's turn meter by 45%. 3. So 75%. 2 times bleed. Crit. 45%. Turn push. Oh, sorry, that's 100%. 100%. 45% turn push. On crit. Not particularly taking my fancy, you know. Don't remember his name, but he's an SSR. This is Honkai Star Rail. This looks super similar to Born, actually. Now that you mention it, looks super similar to Born, right? Guess maybe not. Adjacent. I guess like when you've played enough of these gachas, all of the characters start to look the same. It's hard to like innovate really in terms of looks in these games now. Rin the Unbowed. Oh my word. I don't know anything about this character at all. Rin the Unbowed. Stop. Says this is Sakaku. I don't know who that is. VTuber. Regret crossing you. Rin deals 3 hits of 80% damage. Target speed is lower than hit. Wait, his? Is well, we don't have any other pronoun in the whole of this, so I guess Rin is a he. Good old translation. Great work. Increases final damage by 50%. Yeah, the bio section it says female. 50%. So speed is lower than her. The increases final damage by 50%. So it's just damage. It's damage. Speed bias. With 1 speed he has. Okay, never mind. It is reused. I guess they didn't really check the character they were writing skills for. Whoops. Increases final damage by 0.35% with a 70% chance to sure. This character seems very unexciting. 70% speed down. This is really helping me be able to like completely cross off some characters as well. Yeah, still in beta, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fixed at release. 150% damage to all enemies. Every speed he has increases final damage by 0.3%. So again, just damage. Grants self 2-turn speed buff. Speed buff. Self. Probably the least exciting character I have seen thus far, Rin the Unbowed. Also, apparently that is true for the designers as well, who didn't care to check his skills. Actual speed unit, yeah. Kraken. Kraken's an absolute beast. Kraken is an absolute monster. So, his S1, 40% chance to death down. 40% death down. His S2, oh, this actually freezes as well. I didn't realize. 70% to freeze. 70% freeze. This freeze is absolutely incredible. And finally, this is the big tentacle slam. 75% chance to decrease 35% turn meter. 35% turn push. 35% turn push. 60% one turn freeze. So crazy. Freeze. If the target's turn meter is cleared after being decreased, the freeze chance increases to 100%. Man, that's so insane. It's actually so wild.
特にご用がなければ軽く流通市場について分析させていただきましょうか。きっと購買意欲がそそられますよ。
Kraken's pretty good, from what I hear. Yang has a dog. Dogs are cool. I like dogs. Anyone else like dogs? On a critical hit, Yang increases 15% turn meter. Sure, so very basic. I am a dog. Perfect timing, Smash. Perfect timing. You just pulled an Alice on Shelly's banner. Rain, you can't be sad about pulling an Alice, okay? Like, you can be sad about pulling anything that isn't an Alice, but Alice is such a good inheritor. I'm sorry you didn't get your Shelly though. The Dio voice actor. Wait, who is? Zach? Who's Dio voice actor? Is that Yuen Wu from Woowa? The last guy, he had Dio's voice actor. Kraken has Dio's voice actor. Are we sure that's Dio's voice actor? It is quite close. Oh, it is Dio's voice actor. Sounded quite a lot like him, yeah. The Yang is just 15% turn increase. Turn push. His buff is the howl. This seems very bad compared to Grey, because Grey gets to act again after he does his crit buff thing. I guess this has attack on it. So this is all allies. Attack. Plus. Crit. Up. Anyone without a Shelly has the right to be sad. Aww. Here's a total of 6 hits, 60% to a single hit enemy. When Yang lands a critical hit, increases all allies' turn meter by 10%. With this ability, presumably. When Ardo, which I guess is the dog. Aww. It's actually cute. It deserves pets. Ardo deserves big pets. Lands a critical hit. Has a 45% chance to dispel one buff. Interesting. So they do 3 hits each. Okay. So all turn push. 60%. When he lands a critical hit. 10% turn push all on crit. 45%. Spell one crit. Hardo. I actually feel like I know what a lot of these characters do now. That really, really helps. RC77. I don't know what this guy does, that's for sure. RC77. Oh boy, okay. Increases effect accuracy. This is the first character we've seen that affects effect accuracy. 30% turn meter. That should be beast, shouldn't it? Blue Beast Boy. Yeah, kind of. 50% chance to gain accuracy plus. So, 50%. I guess we can call it AC. Maybe just for reference, I'll call it effect accuracy. Accuracy up. That is on... That's just on him, I guess. So, this is 3 hits. Set the target's turn meter back by 25% each time. So this can do this up to 4 times. The last hit has a 6% chance to extend all their debuffs by 1 turn. So, 4 hits. 25% turn push. 25%, sorry, 30%. 30%, 25%. Turn push. And 60%. Last hit, 60%. To extend all debuffs. Plus 1 turn debuff. His ultimate, attack all enemies. 65% to inflict a stun. 90% damage. Each attack has a 45% chance to do debuffs. So, 65% stun. All. 45% chance 3 times. That's probably an easy way of writing this, isn't it? 45% chance. 45% chance to do attack plus death. I haven't heard of this guy before. He doesn't seem that bad though. Like, you put this up on yourself, I guess, and then you have a massive amount of chance to like disrupt, right? Probably not awful. Probably not great. We're on to the R characters, which are Reason, of course. That was the easy one as well. Reason's the easy one to remember because it's the same letter as the color. %50 base RNG stun, yeah, and he can increase his own. He can increase his own effect accuracy, right? Is this Chiaki? Wait, is this the same Chiaki? I guess it is. Oh, yeah, it must be. Daydream Melody. And Illusions Reality. So, Chiaki. Chiaki. She healed. Origami Guardian. When attacked by an attack skill, concedes 1 stack to decrease the damage taken by an additional 35% up to 5 stack. It's 1 stack of Origami. Oh, so she applies Origami Guardian to other people. The damage. This one.
考えが落ち着くんです。
I'm gonna have to do Origami Guardian
変
as
なも
well.
のも出てこなくなりますよ。
35% damage taken.
美術部に入ってから友達ができたんです。
Is one stack
本当に良
decrease?
かった。
Sure. The damage plus heal 2
切り絵に集中すれば考えが落ち着くんで
applies
す。
one stack
変な
plus
ものも出
origami.
てこなくなりますよ。
Origami. She's a healer. She's actually like a full healer.
美術部に入ってから
Thought she was a damage
友
dealer.
達ができたん
Got like
です。
real. I guess I got real like League of Legends Annie vibes from her. I just assumed she was going to be throwing fireballs or something. Chiaki creates origami puppets to heal a single ally for 40% max HP and 3
切り絵に
stacks.
集中すれば考えが落ち着くんです。 変なものも出
Heal
てこなくなりますよ。
3 times origami. And this is heal all allies and 2 stacks of
友
origami.
達ができたんです。本当に良かった。
Heal all plus 2 times origami. It's a very simple character, but like Origami Guardian seems really strong, so it's not
切り絵
awful.
に集中すれば
Problem
考え
is
が
like
落ち着くんです。
she has to compete with like Sanya, right? And Sanya is so good for just healing. I guess she's a different type, so there's that at least.
願いの力で
Dorothy the Wisher. I know zero about this one.
でも
The Wisher.
まだ箱の中身は見れないみたいですね。
Dorothy deals 240% damage and grants 20% turn meter to a random ally. S1. 20% turn boost. Random ally. If this effect deals a crit, increases 30% turn meter.
みんなが見せてくれた流星群。
Crit.
あれは私が受け取った中で一番のプレゼントでした。
Everyone's wishes. Dorothy grants 50% turn meter for the target ally, inflicts 2 turns of crit damage plus on them, reduces all skill cooldowns by 1 turn. So, sorry, 50% turn meter for target ally, 2 turns of crit damage on them, reduces all skill cooldowns by 1 turn. Effect triggers a crit. How does this crit? How does this crit though?
たまに
That's
は
50%
願い
turn
を言
meter for
葉
the
にし
target
た方がい
ally.
いですよ。
How would this land a crit?
いつか叶うかもしれません
This
し。
effect triggers a crit. The turn meter increases doubles. I don't suppose anyone knows how this ability would crit. I clearly have a gross misunderstanding here. This doesn't deal damage, right? And it doesn't heal. How does this crit? If this effect triggers a crit, maybe it's if while this is up. It must be while this is up if she
みん
crits.
なが見せてくれた流星
No, that doesn't make sense either.
群。あれは私が受け
I
取った
don't
中
know.
で一番のプレゼントでした。
That one's a mystery. 50% turn meter target ally. Turn boost. Just a debuff. This is just a debuff? No, this is a buff. This is something that you put on an ally. Inflicts 2 turn crit damage plus on them. Reduces all skill cooldowns by 1 turn. It's a crit damage buff. Yeah, but what I don't understand is this bit.
みんなが見せてくれた流
I'll
星
pop
群。
off in this game. I
あ
probably
れは
won't.
私が受け取った
But
中
at
で
least I'll
一
understand it a
番
little
のプレ
bit.
ゼントでした。
I don't have a lot of experience playing this sort of PvP gacha, but I'm interested in trying it. If this effect triggers a crit, the turn meter increase doubles. This effect triggers a crit. Like, what does that mean? This ability doesn't crit. This ability is a buff. And like, chance to double. Chance to double.
たまには願いを
You can
言葉
crit a
にした
buff in
方
some
がいい
cases.
です
Ah,
よ。
maybe that's the way it
そう
works,
すれば
penguins.
いつか
Yeah,
叶う
maybe
かも
that's
し
the way
れ
it
ま
works.
せんし。
Maybe your abilities in this game have a crit rate, even if they don't have like a critical effect. And so if this crits, if this were to crit, then that's what this does. That's the most logical thing I can think of. Thank you, penguins. That helps. 100% on crit. 2 turns of crit damage plus. 50%.
み
Crit damage. Skill cooldowns. -1 cooldown. Read it as scaling the buff if a crit occurs. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Dorothy responds to everyone's wishes and applies 2 turns of crit rate and life leech. So crit. 30%. Crit. Leech. All. Purifying 1 debuff. Cure 1 debuff. All. 2 debuffs. On crit. Hi, the greedy mage. Don't have any hopes because of the studio. I have slightly more hope after watching some of the gameplay and it looking really fun, and also the fact that they've made a few choices which are not like that gave me some hope in the game, like the whole no dupe thing, and you know, they're a lot more generous with the currency in this game, it would seem, than they were in sort of Convaleria. That makes a pretty huge difference, but I am still a little wary. I will not be quitting wizardry, do not worry. I love wizardry. Fangus. Oh dear. He's got that kind of voice. Oh, I'm bored, I'm gonna kill you kind of voice. So he's a dodder. 35% chance to dot. They should put the Masked Adventurer, a little wizardry collab. No, this is still an SR. This is SR. There aren't actually that many rare units in this game, and I think the only noteworthy one is number 41, who actually has quite a good ability, quite good abilities. But I might be wrong with that. There may be others that are good here. Part of the reason why I want to look through. Fangus. So 1 stack of dot. He assists. If he's able to take action after an ally casts a damage skill, he has a 50% chance to assist. That's a passive, right? Yeah. Assist. 50% assist. Assist. Fangus is OP in Terra. I don't know what Terra is, Kezi, unfortunately. But I assume that's some kind of end game or mid game like PvE mode. Probably a boss that you need to farm. I'm sorry, I'm still very new to all of this stuff. I'm just trying to learn all of the terminology, all the characters. We already went through the packs and the banners. It's all a learning curve for me today. I just embarrassed myself by knowing nothing. Terramaton, thank you for explaining. I really appreciate that, man. Is one of the 3 bosses you have to farm to get gears for your units. Okay, so he's one of the, what, like level 40? Level 40-ish bosses? Level 35? Level 40, is it? One of those big beasties. God, I've lost where I was. Odd. Resolve? Reason. Damn. One day we'll get there. One day I'll learn the names of these things. The ult is damage to all enemies with a 100% chance to dot and speed. 100% dot. Speed. All. Speed down all. Reason, hollow, and odd, yeah. Thank you, Fangus. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you for explaining, Kezi. All information right now is very, very helpful to me. Turandot. Oh. He's got a chakra. I have never even heard of this character. Any of the things that I've seen. She's kind of hot. It's cute. Again, we've got this, like, I don't know what the obsession is in this game of, like, the one stocking on, one stocking off. There's so many characters that have this. She can turn dot you anytime. Good for you. My Discord name came true. Wait, what's your Discord name, Penguins? Gotta suit the AI. I genuinely do think a lot of these characters are like AI generated. They're touched up, but like I think a lot of their initial designs are AI generated. Oh, of course, every left sock. I forgot. Yeah, every left sock missing. Everyone has a different Discord name to their Twitch. I have to note because I have to re-jog my mind every time I see their name. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's that person. One day I'll learn. 80% damage with a 50% chance to gain a 2-turn accuracy. Okay, a simple one. This one. Wait, accuracy. So that's effect accuracy. 50% chance. Weird that they don't show. I think it's 40%, isn't it, on accuracy? Guess we should mark it as this. Who's the other character? It was blue, which is odd. 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 Here we go. This guy. RC77. If we mark that to add. Probably better. I'm tired of the Google Doc. I'm sorry, Aratems. I'm sorry. You don't have to bear it for too much longer. We're getting through it, okay? This is very necessary for my understanding of the game. What is a JJ card? A JJ card is one of these. In 2006, I won the Universal Fighting System. National Champions, which is a card game. It's a TCG. It's like a 600-person tournament in the UK. It was our national championship. And I won a card in my image, which was tournament legal. And that's basically a picture of me. It's me as an anime character in a Cassandra outfit. Since I really, really pushed Cassandra as a character in that game. The Soul Calibur. Omega rare. I know. Omega rare. About as rare as you can get. I never gave them out. Like most of the champions and stuff gave out their cards or sold their cards. I just kept all of mine. I figured it would be a nice thing. Yeah, big law drop. Each with a 30% chance to decrease turn meter by 30%. Shit, we're in Reason. Reason. Yes. Let's see. 30% chance to decrease turn meter by 30%. So 30% turn push. 40% spell one bar. 4 hits each with, so all 4 times. 4 times. And this is attack and defense to all allies. Attack plus death up. Oh. Okie dokie. Rin. Oh, this is a different version of Rin. The other version of Rin was honestly the least exciting character I've seen thus far. I could not have been less interested in her kit at all. What the hell is this thing? Why? But why though? What is it doing with it? It's like got it on a leash, but what is it? I know. Rin smashes a single enemy with the gourd. Oh, it's a gourd. I see. I see. It's her weapon. Just looks so weird. Hotfix and bugs. Yeah, helmet. Yeah, they still don't know that the shop is bugged. Aratems. Yeah. So characters have different versions in this game. This is the blue version. The odd version? No, maybe. This is the resolve version of Rin. Not resolve, is it? Reason. The reason version of Rin. It's a Daruma doll. Ah, I see. The Rin. 2 hits. 25% chance to inflict a 1-turn taunt. This one. 2 times. 25% chance. 2-turn death up and shield. To all. Protects all allies. Death up. Plus shield. All. This is 75% chance to inflict a 1-turn with additional damage of 75% defense. 75% chance to inflict a 1-turn taunt. So she just does taunts. 75% taunt. So slightly more interesting than the other Rin, but probably not anything super crazy. Reason and odd. Thanks, Zach. We've got hands again. Oh, this is the same girl, right? No, it's not. No, the other one was Kazuo the Reverie. Kazuo, are they sisters by any chance? They're sisters or something. They both got these weird hand things. Say that some of these characters have some long text. I really want to show you some Limbus camping character skills. I've seen characters in games that have lasted for like 6+ years. I played Langrisser. Like Langrisser text, you had to scroll about 5 times on each ability. I know what it's like. It's the same. What do you mean it's the same? What's the same? They're not the same person. They don't look like the same person. Kazuo's Kazuo and Kazami's Kazami. Oh, Kazami Kazuo. Oh, no, you're right. Yep, absolutely. I got fooled by her taking her glasses off. I got Clark Kented by her. What can you do? What can you do? Kazama. He's called Kazami Kazuo. You know me. I'm full of them. Have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Yeah, I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh cards where you can have to like... It's like text for ants. The amount of words that they managed to put onto a Yu-Gi-Oh card is very impressive. Yeah, too much auto. Rots the brain. 2 hits of 170% damage, 25% chance to inflict 2-turn speed. S1. 2 times. 25% speed. S2. 75% chance to dispel 2 buffs. 50% chance to increase skill cooldowns. 75% dispel 2 buffs. 50%? Cooldown plus
み
1.
んながちゃんとルールを守ってくれれば、いつも厳しい顔しなくていい
Using
もん
all
ね。
skill cooldowns by 1 turn and applying a 3 turn speed up. Skill cooldown by 1 turn. Cooldown minus 1. Oh.
13区には13区のルールがある。
あ
どこから来たとしても、ここに来た以上。
She has a much less interesting kit than her altar, who has a really wild, like, sleep-based kit. You scroll on a character skill and it starts with like, yeah, 1.1, 1. Indeed. I'm used to that in games. I played Langrisser for so long. I'm so used to that. Right, Dina. Dina is... Dina's the character that everyone gets, right? This is the character that's given to everyone. This is the one that we got. That is Dina, right? Am I losing my mind? Definitely possible. Good night, KK. Much love to you. Oh, Leon. Where is Leon on here? I guess she isn't here because she isn't on the gacha. Because everyone gets her. Shit, I'll have to look at Leon as well. I completely forgot. She's a different character. Is she not on the gacha? Can you not pull her from the gacha? Can't actually get like deeps of her or anything. I don't remember seeing Leon on here. Like, we didn't go through Leon. That's weird. So is Leon not on these banners? I guess she's just not on the banners. Like, that's good. I don't think you want to pull a Leanne, do you? It's a good thing that she's not on the banners, don't get me wrong. Right, Dina. Pretty sure you've gotten her. Is she on the selector? That's a good question. I guess I would have to buy the selector to find out. Oh, there isn't even a select. Oh, the targeted summon, you mean? Yep. I don't see her. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can pull her. I don't think you can ever pull Leanne. At least if you can, she's not on the drop rates. That's a weird one, huh? She's just not on here. You got her pulled from a Jeep. That's interesting. So either they have lied, or they've like, oh, no, that isn't anything. That just shows what we've pulled. Huh. Weird. Again, it's good if we can't pull her, but if you say that you got her and she isn't on the banners, that's not great. That's not great at all. Yeah, it's the SSR summon. Yeah, no, I know that. You think you got her from a pull as well, Lars? Then what banner is she coming from? Is she on the Total Affinity banner, maybe? No, you can't even get non like dark and light units here. I don't see her on any of the banners. Leon? Anywhere? Where are you, Leon? That's not great. Like, if Leon's not on the banners and you're getting her. There's no gallery for units. I don't know. I haven't looked. I haven't got that deep yet. We're still working on this for a second. You can have a look, see. Why don't you use a gallery? I don't know. I've barely looked at the game. I've just been scrolling through menus, like, to figure stuff out. Like, now I'm stuck on tutorial. That's why you don't leave. You don't leave the sanctity, you know? Ooh, you get the shell right away. Mount. It seems weird to mount your little beast on you, your little shell on you. Just can be upgraded directly by accessing training data. Guess we're upgrading it? I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, upgraded Phantom Cat. We did it. The Ether Link is your auxiliary device for activating the hyperlink to enter Etheria. First buy bonus. Love first buys. Wait, who's this? Oh, that's Valerian. Okay, so gallery. Gallery. Where is the gallery? Bottom right. Workstation? Top right, okay. Feature not available yet. Okay. How do I remove myself from this menu? Oh, there we go. Just hit escape. Up here? Ah, thank you. Gallery. Can I see the gallery yet? It might not have it unlocked. Archive? Animus Archive? This? Gallery? Here? The Leon is here. But she doesn't seem to be on any of the banners. Yeah, Archive, got you. She doesn't seem to be on any of the banners though. Like, not even a single one. Again, that's a good thing, but if you're getting her pulled on banners anyway, then that means they fucked up, right? That's, like, probably not a good thing. Are you sure? Like, how sure are you that you've pulled her off a banner? I guess the easy way would be to look at your Liana and see if you've got dupes of her. But, like, she's not meant to be on any of the banners. None of the banners have her listed at all. Not even a single one. I have 4 dupes. Don't remember how many came from the event. Ah, you get them from event. Chances are, Lars, that I'm gonna guess you're misremembering, and you probably get enough copies to like max her out from the event, right? If I remember correctly. So they just haven't put her on a banner because if they put her on a banner, then people would probably get really mad, which is understandable. Toki! That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you. 3 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for subbing again. It makes a lot of difference. And I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Super kind of you. I think like if they had that on the banner and they haven't listed it, that is very bad news for them. That is very, very bad news for them. Right. Next up we have Dina, wasn't it? Yeah, Dina. That was the only character that we had left. So, 40% chance to steal, 25%. So she does turn me to stealing as well. This one, 40%, 25% turn steal. 80% chance to inflict 2 stacks of erosion. Taking the next crit damage consumes 1 stack causing this hit to deal additional true damage equal to 60% of the attacker's attack and increases the attacker's turn meter by 10%, making the next crit damage. Okay. 80% chance. 80% chance erosion times 2. 2 times erosion. Her mechanic is erosion. Next crit deals true damage. True damage plus 10% turn boost. Erosion, if she doesn't have erosion, increases afflicted stacks to 3. So I guess it's kind of 3 times erosion. Keep it simple. Just 4 hits of 70% damage. Each hit has a 40% chance to inflict 2 turns of defense down. 25% chance to inflict a 2-turn vulnerable if they had defense down. And I see. So it ramps up. So this is 3. 4 times. 4 times 40% death down. Or 25% vulnerable. Or 40% erosion. 2 times erosion. So her kit's a bit more interesting than a lot of the other SR characters, like the random DPS characters. I imagine that can deal some decent damage, right? Right, next up we have these guys. This is Constant. Oh, I've realised I've just put Constant in. I've put Constant and Disorder together. Whoops. I didn't make a Disorder section. D. D. Disorder. Discorder? Whoops. These darn Discorders. They're the real true shadow types. D. Disorder. We just need to move Heinrich and Shadow Sanya down. Wait, did I miss a Disorder character? I did, didn't I? I didn't do Lily. I didn't look through Lily. Somehow. Lily's the coolest as well. Shit. Lily. Lily, I think, personally, is really cracked. I think she might honestly be the best of these light and dark characters. Like, her manipulation is absolutely disgusting. A 50% chance to increase turn meter by 20% for herself and the ally with the lowest turn meter. Her thing is Twin Trick. After every Lily action, increases the effect holder's turn meter by 30%. So good. You can only apply this effect to one target other than herself at a time. The effect is removed if she dies. So 30% turn boost. To... Yeah, I mean, I don't need to actually add that anymore. So it's 30% turn boost at the end of every action. At the end of every Lily's action. Each time Lily acts. Chance to increase turn meter by 20% for herself. 240% damage to a single enemy. 50% chance. 50% chance to turn boost. 20% turn boost. Self. And plus one more. Allies with Twin Trick have a 100% chance to support. Do you support? Oh, to assist. I guess that means. Twin Trick characters assist. Lily controls Rabi and Pitu. Applies Twin Trick to target ally and then applies a 2-turn speed up to all allies. 2. Speed up. Up. All. Target already has Twin Trick, instead applies 3 turns of crit damage and immediately starts the next turn. Oh, it just gives them a turn if they have Twin Trick. Crikey. Twin Trick. Next again. And crit damage. Crit damage. Up. Okay. Her level 5 skill 1 is so fun, I'm sure it is. Yeah, increases the assist chance to 100%. Really, really strong. Damage to all allies with a 55% chance to extend all skill cooldowns by 1. This ability is absolutely insane. 55% chance to extend all skill cooldowns by 1 turn. And immediately resets all skill cooldowns for allies with Twin Trick. Reset. Cooldown. Twin Trick. Reset. Cooldown. Skill. I'm glad that they have this in here at least. This can't be manipulated to be spammed. The skill cannot have its cooldown reduced. Yeah, I really like Lily. I would be very, very happy to pull Lily. I think she is just super, super strong. Crazy manipulation. Kind of underrated, almost, I would say. I don't know if she will stay underrated. I feel like she's very underrated. Just does like an okay amount of damage while doing incredible like turn manipulation. Right. Marvel. SR and SR. Marvel. Marvel is kind of cracked. The 50% chance of 25% turn steal. 50%, 25% turn steal. 50% chance silence. And then finally this thing. This horrific thing. 100% chance to inflict a 2-turn speed and res. We don't see res very much, but like effect res decrease is absolutely horrendous. So 100% speed plus res down. And a 60% chance to decrease the target's turn meter by 50%. 60% turn push. 50% turn push. The fact that it's 50% is insane as well. Cool. Yeah, Marvel quite good. I don't know what Valerian does. But apparently you get her out of a pack, so she's something that everyone can maybe build. I don't know how much the pack is. I just saw it on a thing that was like, buy this pack. Valerian deals 240% damage, 40% chance to do slumber. So she's the only character that we've seen other than the Kazuo the Reverie that has done sleep. This one, 40% sleep. Ooh, she's got an invincibility. 1 turn invincibility on target ally and 1 turn heal over time on all allies. Target's HP percentage below 50%. Extends heal over time. Okay. So hot or invincibility. 1. Equalizing all allies' HP percentages while gaining a 2-turn hazy dream. Valerian is immune to control effects, and effects that affect the turn meter cannot take action. She's Etheria. When an ally starts their turn, Valerian grants them a shield equal to 12% of her max HP for 2 turns. And a basic buff effect that they don't have. When an ally is about to die, she is healed by 20% of her max HP and then ends Hazy Dream. So she incapacitates herself, makes herself immune to control, and then just passively like chucks out shields on everyone who takes a single turn. A basic buff effect that they don't have. Basic buff effects are these. Okay, that's cool. That's different. It's quite complex for a SR unit. So Hazy Dream is Etheria shit. Etheria stuff. Shield equal to 12% of her max HP for 2 turns. I'll write this out. I will forget. The 12% shield at start of turn, all plus basic buff. Can't act, can't be CC'd. And the final part is when an ally is about to die, she reactively heals them for 20% of her max HP and ends it. So is that a death save? Heals when ally is close to death. And ends. This does pain share. A pain split. Pain split. And then Hazy Dream. Hazy Dream stuff. That's one of the more interesting hits we've seen out of the SRs. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know if that's good, but it's definitely cool. She also has the invincibility. Only lasts 1 turn. It's also a hot on everyone. And single target, slumber. Kinda cool. Dorothy we played with for a second, right? We got to play with her in the tutorial. So she is like, this is a paladin kind of ability. Damage plus heal. Lowest, right? Lowest. Now, what could you mean by that, Zach? What is wrong? What is wrong with the lovely Dorothy here? Messiah in your face, no RNG. Sorry, missed your messages, lads. That's also how Shadow Sonic spells crazy. Basically, a Lily chick is right, yeah. Like Lily seems broken with like about 1 million different things. Lily seems to like manipulate turns. Lily's very focused in how she manipulates turns as well, whereas Doki Doki like spreads out all of her turns, right? You have her even after the tutorial. Cool. I don't know, man. They've covered her up. It's okay. It's not brown dusty. Purifying all debuffs. Single ally purifying all debuffs. So heal plus cure all debuffs plus casket remedy. Casket remedy being When the turn starts, heals the target for 100% of the Dorothy's attack. The excess healing converted into a shield. Casket healing. Heal plus shield. Shield on over heal. At start of turn. Plus casket healing. Oh, sorry, it's Cassie's remedy. Whatever, it's fine. Cassie's remedy. Casket's remedy. Healing all allies by 200% and then casket remedy. That doesn't seem so bad. Like, if that's healing on their turns, that's kind of useful. I guess it's dispellable though. When I want a healing pot from a chest, I can get one, but every other time I get them, I have millions. Getting healing potions from chests is the worst thing in that entire game. Although now you can actually dump your inventory in Wizardry, so probably not so bad anymore. Cassets remedy. Heal plus Cassets remedy. Oh. That's all it really is. But that buff seems quite good. Oh. Dorothy, very, very simple. I didn't even know this guy existed. I don't know what on earth he does. Dating. Oh, we are moving on to disorder, right? Is what this is called. Disorder. So, 40% chance vulnerable. What's it called again? Sitting. S1. 40% vulnerable. S2. Able to take action. He marks the enemy with the lowest HP. Marks less. Increasing his crit rate against them by 50%. Sorry, 60%. 60% crit. 150% of the excess crit rate is converted into crit damage. Plus crit damage. Versus them. And 450% damage, that's a huge attack. When attacking a marked target, he performs one extra attack with rapid fire. Ah, sure. So he fires a rapid fire. That's a lot of damage. That's a pretty crazy amount of damage. Hello, Nad. How are you? Hitting from Honkai Star Rail. Again, I don't have any knowledge of Honkai Star Rail. I'm so sorry. This is just a huge amount of damage. Huge damage. Good nuker, but ask for good investment. Sure, that makes sense. He just looks, his numbers just look very high. Like, they were notably high there. And he obviously doesn't have that much else going on in his kit. He's just like a big damage dealer. We used Catchy the Guard in the tutorial, right? And he has immunity. I remember reading about this. Some people were speculating on using him as a sort of counter to some things, because it counters everything basically. Oh, it does even say here, immunity stops turn meter reduction. Swings his animal weapon, 20% chance to increase. So 2 times hits. 2 times. 20%. Crit rate. Crit rate down. Crit down. This is 65% chance to set turn meter back by 20%. Oh, each has a chance of doing this. That's pretty cool. 3 attempts, so 3 times. 65%. 2 do 20% turn push. And also 100% speed down. That is an absolute fuck you to one person. As with determination applies a 2-turn defense up. Death up. Or when success triggers, additionally applies a 1-turn immunity. When critical success triggers, sends all buffs durations by 1 turn. Chance to trigger success is 80%. Chance to trigger critical success is 55% of effect accuracy. Interesting. He scales off of effect accuracy? Why so many kids? I mean, they are like fully dressed at least. Better than many games. I noticed. Don't worry. So defense up all, and then there's this weird success mechanic. So success equals immunity. 80%. And critical success is buffs plus 1. Success equals buffs plus 1 turn. I'm not gonna remember that. I don't know if I'll ever have to check that. Who is this guy? What an absolute Chad. What's he got on his back? Is he carrying around a coffin? What does he do? He's cool. Victor. Victor. 3 hits of 90% damage. Current HP is below 40%. He recovers HP. So S1. Damage plus 70%. Heal if below 40%. Super good but not a starter. Remember, some characters, because their skills are trash without skill ups, good at PvE boss farming. Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. Just trying to get some kind of understanding of what the basics of their kits do. Because all of these characters are just so overwhelming right now. Well, they're not anymore, because I kind of know what they do, but they were to start with. Now we're almost at the end, and I feel like I actually know what the characters in this game do now, which is really, really nice. For every 10% decrease in his HP, damage dealt additionally increases by 15%. Right, so he's got a passive. He's Guzman. This guy's Guzman. They've remade Guzman. Victor is Guzman. Hot damn. Victor. Guzman. More damage and less damage taken while as HP increases. Who is Guzman? Guzman is a sort of Commolaria character. He's this beast. He looks very cool. Oh my god, can we get good? Can we get a big picture here? Jeez. Hot damn. Can't even show him off. He's like one of the worst characters in the game. Yeah, this is Guzman. He's like one of the worst characters in the game. But he looks very cool. Always have 2 pairs of ears. That's a strange thing to get hung up on our attempts. You don't see this guy with 2 sets of ears, do you? You gotta be spending more time with people like Victor. Not fucking around with those cat girls. You know?
体たまにうまく操れない。自分のものじゃないみたい。
Guzzling, man. Doesn't sound that much like it. But
この
close.
体オイラのじゃないんだ。
4 hits of 110 damage. Before using his skill, he sacrifices 40% of his HP, which he then converts into a 110% proportionate shield that lasts for 3 turns. It's kind of cool. So he activates his passive more.
体たまにうまく操れない。自分のものじゃないみ
So,
たい。
shields.
ああ、そうだ。
It's not an exciting kit, but I don't know. I have a soft spot for him. How could I not? It's Guzman.
怖がらないで。
Sax HP. Shield self. Okay, so that just leaves the rares. These should be very simple. But I will go through them anyway. So, rare. This is Vice. 2 hits. Damage equal to 8% of HP. 30% chance to inflict taunt. So, 8% HP. 2 times 8% HP. Damage. 30%. Taunt. Passive is, when he inflicts a debuff on an enemy, he heals himself for 25% of his max HP and purifies 1 debuff. Is the ally with the lowest HP percentage. So S2. Heal self. Plus cures 1 debuff. Plus heals another ally. When he debuffs, right? He applies debuff. And 120% damage to all enemies with additional chance to deal 50% HP. There is a 65% chance to do a turn. This is actually not that bad. That's like quite a functional kit for a rare unit, I'd say. So, 50% HP damage. 65% attack down. Cool. 65% attack down. Oh. And turn push. Assume that's part of this clause. So 65%. Turn push. Okay, that's Vice. Number 41, I know she's actually quite good. She's genuinely quite a good unit, and something that I think a lot of people will build because they'll have extra rare resources. I think she's kind of the go-to. So number 41. S1. No eyes. Oh yeah, that's weird. That's really, really disconcerting. Like super uncanny. No, this game doesn't have English voice acting, Dorkamus. Only Japanese and Chinese. Same as sort of Convaleria, innit? Yeah, her eyes are covered by bangs, but it's just weird. It's just really, really odd. Like the bangs are so... They're so full on, like you can't see anything. 35% chance to heal block. Heal block. Still 35% max HP and applying 1 stack of 3-turn heal over time. Heal plus hot. And then this is granting 35% turn meter to all allies and 2 turns of attack plus. Which is very, very powerful for a rare unit. 35% turn boost. All. Attack. All. Ah, they're all from the future. Really? I did not know that, Lars. Ashu. What a name. What a name. This guy is green, which is hollow? Hollow? Hollow.
わかったよ。当分すりゃいいんだろ。俺が7割でお前が3割。どうだ
not riding hollow. Riding Ashu.
当分すりゃいいんだろ。俺が7割でお前が3
3 hits.
どうだわかったよ。当分すりゃいいんだろ。
3 hits. 3
俺が7割でお前が3割。どうだ
Speed down.
わかったよ。
3 times
当分すりゃいいん
15%.
だろ。
Speed down.
俺が7割でお前が3割。
Deals damage
どうだ
multiplier. Okay, sure.
わ
Scales
か
with
ったよ。
scales with speed.
当分すりゃいいんだろ。俺が7割でお前が3割。どうだ
75% chance to
わかったよ。
shut up,
当分
Ashu.
すりゃいいんだろ。
75% chance to
俺
inflict
が
one
7
stack
割
of
でお前が
dots.
3割。どうだ
I don't think Ashu is the one.
わかったよ。当分すり
75%.
ゃいいんだろ。俺が7割でお前が3割。どうだわかったよ。
And this
当分
is
すりゃいいんだろ。
60% chance to inflict
俺
a
が7
silence.
割でお前が3割。どうだわかったよ。
And then thank God we can move off of that.
ご安心ください。
Oh, Andrew.
ますから
Check out this guy. Oh, there are 2 different Andrews.
警戒を怠らないでください。
Damn.
警戒を怠らないでください。
So these are. This guy is odd.
見張りは退屈ですが、
And one
こ
for
れ
the
も
S
仕
one.
事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。
Andrew.
見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。
Additional damage is 60% defense. Sure. I think this guy's going to be very basic somehow. Death scaling.
見張りは退屈ですが、
His
これも
defense
仕事の
increases
一
by.
環です。
That
き
is
ちんと果たしますよ。
unimpressive. Up at low life, low HP, and deals 180% damage to all enemies. Additional damage equals 60% of death. Yeah,
きちんと果た
that's
しま
death
すよ。
scaling. Death scaling. 50% death down. Oh. Sybil,
さ元気出してください。
how do you work?
この仕事
Form a
が終わ
generic
った
3-star team and rank them all up to 6-star. Total waste of resources, but they let you do it. Woohoo!
仕事のない
So,
時間
like,
って
number 41 legitimately seems quite good because this is actually very powerful. This is actually really, really quite good. But other than that, there's not a lot here. Vice seemed okay. He didn't seem absolutely terrible.
さ元気出してください。この仕事が終わっ
You
た
have a stupid voice stuck in your head. Is this the Taranor guard
仕
equivalent?
事の
I
ない
guess so.
時間ってなかなか慣れないんです。
Vernon just killed your whole team.
でも
Get fucked, I guess.
これはいい
She,
こと
you're
ですよね。
you're kind of meant to lose, so it's not the end of the world. Number 41 is
仕事の
speed.
ない時間
She's just very slow.
仕事があんなら呼んでくれ。
次に私の手術台に乗るのは
Yeah, she's
この俺は一度
not exactly speedy.
本名をよ
Oh, we got Catchy down here as a rare as well. Right,
元気出
Sybil.
してください。
We know that Sybil is a very, very basic
休み
character
ますから
because we used her in the tutorial, didn't we?
仕事のない時間ってなかなか慣れないんです。でもこれはいいこと
40%
ですよ
speed
ね。
up. Dealing three hits of
仕事
100%.
のない時間って
Sure, it's just damage.
なかなか慣れないんです。
Damage.
でもこれはいいことですよね。
And this is 4 hits of 90% damage, 50% chance to inflict a 2-turn defense down.
仕事のない時間って
90% damage with a
なかなか
50% chance to
慣れないんです。
inflict a 2-turn defense down.
で
So
も
death down.
これはいいことですよね。
It's 4 times 50% death down. Very, very basic,
仕事のない時間って
as you would imagine.
本
Catchy.
名を呼ぶんじゃない。特殊部隊みたいにミステリアスなのがいいんだろ。
This is reason, right? R.
新刊発売だ。限定グッズを入手できるといいな。
Chiaki.
新刊
30%
発売
chance to
だ。
decrease turn meter
限
by.
定グッズを入手できるといい
Oh
な。
shit.
新刊発売
S1.
だ。限定グッ
30%
ズを
chance
入手でき
to
るといい
30%
な。
turn push.
新刊
Actually,
発
energize
売
an
だ。
ally with
限定グ
energy
ッズを入手
supplements
でき
granting
るといいな。
100% turn meter and a 2-turn attack up, reducing the cooldown of all their animus skills by 1 turn. That's an actual functional skill. So 100%
新
turn
刊
boost,
発売だ。限定グッズを入手できるといいな。
attack up, and cooldown -1. Ally. And this
新刊
is
発売だ。限定グッズを入手でき
270%
ると
damage
い
to
い
all
な。
enemies, decreasing turn meter by 35%. There's also a 35% chance to inflict a stun. Actually, not that bad when we're comparing him to like the other characters that we just looked through. 35% turn meter, so 35% turn boost, 35% stun. Oh, sorry, it's a turn push. Is that guaranteed?
新刊発売だ。
Decreasing turn meter by
限定グッズを
35%.
入手できるといいな。
It's actually not that bad, is it? Like decreases all enemies by 35% turn meter.
新刊発売だ。
For a rare unit, poor guy. Immediately got into your most hated list. What on earth, Shadow Akira? What is going on there? What's happened? And finally we had the other Andrew, who is also odd.
見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。
Wait,
見
why
張り
have
は
I
退屈です
Dina
が、
here?
これも仕事の一環です。
Chiaki.
きちんと果たしますよ。
Where's Dina?
見
Did
張
I
り
just
は
copy
退
her
屈です
from
が、
above? Whoops.
これも仕
My
事
bad,
の
my
一
bad.
環です。きちんと果たしますよ。
Please, Andrew, can you stop repeating the same thing
ご
over
安
and
心
over?
ください。僕がいますから。
I don't ask for much.
見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。
He's just a chatty Cathy, Andrew.
見張りは退屈ですが、
15% chance to do a one-turn taunt.
見張り
15%.
は退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環で
Two
す。
times.
きちんと果たしますよ。見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事。警戒を怠らないでください。
Reduces damage taken by 30%, gaining 1 stack
見
of
張りは
Wrath
退屈で
Quake.
すが、
Oh, he has his
これ
own
も仕
thing.
事の一環です。
Damage
き
dealt
ちんと果たします
increases
よ
the。shattering impacts damage
見張
dealt.
りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。見張りは退屈ですが、
1
これ
stack
も
of
仕
Wrath
事の一
Quake,
環です。
and each instance of
き
damage
ちんと
received.
果たしますよ。見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。
Damage
見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。見張りは退屈ですが、
minus
これも
30%
仕事の一環です。
damage taken.
きちんと果たしますよ。
Sounds like Wrathquake.
見張りは退屈ですが、これも仕事の一環です。
Okay, so it just
き
stacks
ちん
this
と
up.
果たしますよ。見張
Every
りは
time
退屈で
he's
すが、
damaged,
これも仕事の一環です。
Yeah.
きちんと果たしますよ。
increases S3
見張りは
damage
退屈ですが、こ
each
れも仕
time
事の
damage.
一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。
3.
見張りは退屈ですが、
70% chance to inflict
これも仕事の
attack
一環で
down
す。
2.
きちんと果たしますよ。
70%
見
attack
張りは退屈
down.
ですが、これも仕事の一環です。きちんと果たしますよ。
I think it's pretty safe to say that the like rare characters are probably not going to really be used very much, other than maybe number 41 because you can rank her with the extra stat things. She is a turn manipulator.
次に私の手術台に乗るのはどこの誰で
The only other character to look at, I think, is our girl,
私の鞘に触れるなよ。
Leanne, who I have not actually looked at yet. So Leanne is
みんなから見
reason.
れば安全防務所から出るのはあまりいい選択には見えないだろうな。だがそうしなきゃいけない理由がある。
Leon. So far, do you think the lower units are viable? Oh god, yeah.
内部情報を
God,
あまり漏ら
yes,
さないよ
Quantum.
う
Like
に。
the SRs in this game are crazy. Like loads of them are super great. I don't know how they compare, you know, to some of the SSRs. Because I haven't actually got to play with them, but I've certainly seen people use a lot of SRs. And more importantly, because the resources in this game are very split, like you won't be able to raise all your SSRs up, you will have to raise your SRs as well. Like you won't have enough resources to just do SSRs. You're going to have to use SRs whether you really like it or not, or you're going to have a pretty rough time as you're going to be trying to use, you know, like 5, 6, 7, 8 SSRs that are not properly built. And there are like some of the SRs in this game are absolutely crazy, like Sanya, for instance, super insano, and Marvel, the constant unit. Marvel's absolutely insane. Kraken's absolutely insane.
安全防務所から出るのはあまりいい選択には見えないだろう。
Kraken.
だが、そうしなきゃいけない理由
And yeah, Sanya. Sanya's insane as well. Loads of crazy characters. Yeah, Marvel is like an SSR kind of. He's really bonkers in this. Like at this point in the game, he'll probably like peter out as time goes on, as there's more like immunity and stuff going around. But in the early game, when you're starting out, having a Marvel seems to be like a cheat code from what I have seen, both for PvE and PvP, in fact. Did I see this? I can have a look. Kiraha. Oh. He got stats down on his level up. That's weird. I've never seen that before. That's very interesting.
内部情報をあまり漏らさないように知らない方がいいこともある。
Right. Leon. Let's get this done. And then we can actually crack on and look at something else. So, Leon.
みんなから見れば
She's not odd. She is Reason. Leon. So, Ninefold Flame. For each type of buff Leon has, the damage dealt increases by 4.5%, so she gets more damage as she is buffed. More damage. It scales off buffs. Buffs.
内部情報をあまり漏らさないように
Covering 35% HP. So she has like built-in leech. 70% damage, covering HP equal to 35% of the damage dealt. Leech.
みんなから見れば安全防務所から出るのはあまりいい選択には見えないだろう
Dealing
な。
3 hits of 140% damage to random enemies. Additional Phoenix is summoned. When Phoenixes hit the same target, The damage dealt is reduced by 20% up to 3 times.
みんなから見れば
Random
安全防
targets.
務所から出るのはあまりいい選択には見えないだろうな。だが
Summon a Phoenix dealing 260% damage to all enemies with a 65% chance to steal 20% turn meter from targets.
内部情報をあまり漏らさないよう
20%
に
turn steal.
知らない方がいいこともある。
So she's quite a basic SSR. Quite a basic character, really. She just scales up in damage. She's probably perfectly fine. But yeah, quite basic in actually what her kit does.